go. Trying to get my button sorted here. There you go. How we doing today, peoples? How we doing? How we doing? All right, so on TikTok, we got Deku, of course. We got Jamil. We got Kinley. Is that how you say it? Gonna pull? We're not pulling. We already did our pulls last stream. On YouTube, we got Crody. What's up? We got Dante. Hey, Sad's here. Let's go, Sad. And we got Richie as well on on Twitch. We got Kazanu. We got Mafera. We got Exodu. We got Space Fruit. Yeah, so how you guys doing? How you guys doing? Good afternoon, good day. Got Ethan as well. Good evening to you. I counted the team review entries 18 hours after opening and it was more than 30. Crazy. The last time I checked it was at like 43. And that was last night. And that is before our YouTube video, so that's gonna be fun. So the thing is, with the team reviews, I was supposed to do one yesterday, but if I'm being totally honest, I got lazy. But I was supposed to do the YouTube video yesterday, but I didn't. And in that YouTube video, I was actually supposed to announce that the giveaway from the Sugawara stream was supposed to happen today. So that's obviously not happening because I don't want to just like do a Discord announcement only when that's like, because on the Discord there's like 900 people, YouTube there's 1,800 subscribers. Team review videos usually get between 1,000 to 1,500 views, so I would at least want to make a YouTube video announcing the giveaway so that people are prepared. So I might do it tomorrow. The only thing is I don't know what I'm going to stream tomorrow. Like, do I stream Haikyu again tomorrow? Because my plan was to do Football Manager, but I don't know. The Football Manager streams are kind of just like chill vibes anyways. I was thinking maybe Pokemon, because I know that one has a little bit of traction. Which, by the way, I just uploaded a TikTok. So for those of you who don't usually watch the Pokemon streams, shit like that happens. And it was quite funny. So yeah, like always, guys, if you're on TikTok, make sure you follow. If you're on I forgot I have to censor myself. If you're on the red channel, make sure you subscribe. If you're on the purple one, make sure you follow. Why are the new TikToks not on YT? I am, again, being a little bit lazy, but I will get to it. I think I have one more set of Guess the Haikyu characters, and once I upload that, then I'll download all the ones that I haven't posted, and then I'll post it. So those should be out. The final one should be out today sometime, and then the YouTube Shorts versions of those should be out tomorrow. Hopefully, that's the plan. We'll see. Also today, I guess for transparency's sake, I will be doing a Pokemon collab. I'm going to be recording a session. It's basically like a Pokemon board game with a couple other YouTubers. So we'll be doing that tonight. It probably won't come out for a couple weeks though, because I'm assuming that well, they kind of keyed me in on the last one they did. The editing process takes a while when you have like 4 people with audio files and all the images and stuff. So that would be that's on the cards, that's on the horizon. So again, trying to diversify my content a little bit, so stay tuned for that. We got Akon on TikTok. What's going on? Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream as well. Of course, it pushes it out on the algorithm. Let's take a look at Twitch here. It was like a glorious day, a big celebration. Vacation week, so I'm good. No work this week. Lucky for you. Is it a flex that I was the 3rd to put my teams in their team review? Could be. Does a game or rule set for the Haikyu cards exist, or are they purely for collecting purposes? Kazanu and anybody else wondering, there actually is a Twitch VOD of me and M. playing the Haikyu TCG. So if you go onto my channel and you look at the VOD collections, you'll see it there. We explained it as best as we could. I think it's a pretty simple game. It's actually made with like a lot of volleyball references and stuff that makes sense. So yeah, make sure you go and check that out. I need to make more TikToks on it. I think there is a YouTube VOD for it as well. It's just, it might be a little bit harder to find. So yeah, when does Hirugami come back? I've not been on in ages. Hirugami comes out tomorrow, no? Yeah, so in 9 hours for global server. I think for SEA it's like 4. So what's changed? What's happened since the last stream? So we pulled Sugawara. I haven't really been focusing on him too much because Bokuto's around the corner. Which, by the way, for everybody across all streams, if we hit 2,000 subs by next Wednesday, I will be pulling Skill Res 5 Bokuto. And we're at 1820 right now. So if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure to do so. Share it with a friend if you think they'll enjoy the content, all that good stuff. So yeah, so the SP Sugawara, it's only 16k. He's still at level 70. I don't think I'm going to push him past it, if I'm being totally honest. I did do his trainings though, just so it makes his event a lot easier with the whole stamina thing. So there's that. And also for club contest, I guess, because that kind of helps. But other than that, not much. I don't think I've done potentials, have I? No, I still have like the set on him. And then for his memory, I think it's also level 70. So again, probably not going to push it past 70. I think I'm just going to keep him here because again, it's not like I need him for anything in particular. I've been focusing on Aaron. So he's almost at 20k. He's skill res 3. He is level 80, all that good stuff. If you take a look, I think the best way to do this is actually just to do stats info. Yeah, so with him, you want to build strength and attack technique. So we got a 60% plus a 16% on that. So that's very nice. And then we're 1 away, I think. No, we're 2 away from skill res 4. This is more of a stamina thing, so we don't really need this, but I'm trying to build a good club contest team so I can get like high scores. My last one, I think, was 3.2 million. So we're still working on that. His memory is done, so it's at level 80, but it's only at 2 of the ascension thing. And for his potentials, I have 2 more left to do. Even though I'm not a big fan of these last ones, because this one's save, but the substats are really good. And this one is receive. This one has an awareness one, so it's like I'd probably want to do better there. But like my first one has power attack with attack technique and another power attack. My second one has strength. That's kind of the big one that a lot of people don't have for their second slot is strength. So the fact that I had that was actually really nice. Serve is always nice because he does have a serve thing, but also against strength and power attack. And then for the last one, attack technique, again, another pretty big one that a lot of people don't have, plus another strength boost. So yeah, that is that's the Aaron build that I've been working on off stream. And I don't think I can show club contest because I think today's not one of the days. Yeah, it's not. So I think it was like 3.2 million, and I think for specialty trial I got 3.5. So again, still trying to build the ideal team. I was watching M.Dot's video, and I was able to get most of it, kind of what he was describing. So the only thing for me though is like with the lineup specialty, it's kind of hard to start Aaron. I have to sub him in. But basically, you want Daichi with his memory is a main thing. You want to have the lineup specialty be in your favor. You want to have your libero with Shinji's thing, ideally ascended to 5. And I think that's it. And then yeah, right now I'm using Sugawara as a setter. But I think the main thing with Sugawara is he's not getting enough crit sets. So I need to have Oikawa on the court with him. But then again, for like the team bond plus like the type and all that stuff, that's why like I have Oikawa on the bench, Sugawara on the bench, Aaron's on the bench to start. So that part kind of gets annoying, but once you get going, it's actually not that bad. Is Kunimi good with Sugawara? So Kunimi, his skill res 2 is stamina what's it called, stamina recovery, but when he's on the bench. In terms of being on the court, I don't really know too much. Let's take a look. What's up? Arthur's in the chat. I love Sugawara so much. Question: should I skip Komori and Sakuza and pull for the Akashi and Bokuto SP instead? It depends on who your libero is right now. What you could do is go Komori Sakuza now and then go Oikawa Iwaizumi later. But it depends on your libero, because right now the best libero in the game will still be like Komori and Nishinoya for a while. Doesn't your team type change if you sub someone in mid-match? No, it stays. I believe the deployment bonds and stuff like that go away, but school bond and team bond, school bond and team type stay. What will the next SP be? It should be Bokuto. It should be Bokuto next Wednesday, unless they change something. And then for UR, it's Hirugami tomorrow. My starting libero is Nishinoya. It would be like for a second. Is it the SSR one? Then maybe you should go Nishinoya. I mean, not Nishinoya, Komori. We will see tomorrow which UR gets teased. They already announced it, no? That's the wrong one. Sasaya's birthday. They already announced it. Did they not? Yeah, Hirugami. It's gonna be Hirugami and then it's gonna be Sakuza. SP Nishinoya skill res 2? Oh, well, at that point, I'd probably say you don't need Komori. Because it, like, okay, I know I have both, and a lot of people have both, in terms of people who, like, make content or whatever, are high up. Realistically, you only need one. And if you have Komori with Sakuza, you definitely don't need Nishinoya. It's kind of, like, fun to have, you know? This guy, I guarantee you, is going to say that I need to make space in the club. This guy's on my ass about it. It's not that deep, dude. It's not that deep. I have 99 friends, so there you go. Alright, so we will get started here. I meant SP, my bad. I think they do it... Don't they do it on the Sunday prior? Not the week prior? Is there anything else I have to announce and stuff? So I already announced the Pokemon stuff that's happening later today. Let's see, what else am I doing today? So I will record a team review like YouTube video today. I definitely need to do that. So if your team has been submitted and I don't get to it in the stream, I will. It's a high chance, because there's only like 40 so far. There's a high chance I'll get to it this week. Because again, so the main issue I had back in the day when we first started doing the team reviews is that I would upload a YouTube video that gets like 100 or 1,000 views. Sorry, 900 or like 1,000 views, and I would have maybe like 30 teams, 40 teams at the time, and then after that YouTube video I would have like 70, 80 teams, and I would only do one video per week. So then it got very much out of hand very quickly. I didn't expect the amount of people to submit their stuff like to be that much. So that's why that ended up happening. But now we're at a point where doing 3 separate kind of team reviews should be okay. I should be able to at least be like within like a week consistently, not like fucking a month like last time. Is your club joinable? I have 3 spots left. I can win this one by doing this. Alright, so that is Triple Clash. We have Peak as well. Let me actually start doing the basic stuff. Yeah, so at some point, I do want there to be a stream where I start with Haikyu Fly High and then we go into the TCG. Because me and M. Dot actually played it last night just for fun. And I want as much eyes on that as possible because it's something new. The last stream I did, like I actually did it in the evening, so pretty much all the people in Europe who are like main watchers of mine, like they were all asleep. So yeah, I don't know. I think M. Dot's busy today, so I don't think we can do it today. But yeah, we're still trying to figure something out. Again, not trying to transition away from Fly High, but trying to do something new, keeping it fresh, I guess is the best way to put it. I need potatoes. Potatoes. And then what was the other one? Cabbage? That was carrot. For me, it's 22-21, so that would be 10, 20, I believe. What's going on here? Oh, friend recruit, here we go, trying to get nothing. Of course. Of course. I'll get something from that one day. I'll get something from it one day. I love how people are trying to add me right now. Is there anybody like really unactive? Maybe I'll just remove them real quick. 18 days ago. Yeah. Are you in my club? You are though. Okay, I can remove you. Y'all are in my club and you're not playing actually, so I should probably let me make some space here. Because why not? I'd rather give the spots to people who are playing. Member. I don't remember the dude's name. It was level 51 with Hirugami, I know that. It was you. You're gone. Who was the other one? So now I can remove you. Lart. Lart? What the hell? Oh no, yeah, he's it. Alright, remove. Alright, so I got 3 spots. So there you go. There's oh, somebody just sniped that last spot. Well, there you go. If you want to join the club, we have 5 spots available. Anywho. EY Zumi, I'm 6 away. I should have been doing Aaron this entire time, but I feel like Aaron's such a popular one right now that it doesn't really make sense. I shouldn't be doing Daichi. Oh well. Oh well. Who cares? It's not that deep. Okay, so daily missions. What's the chat saying? How hard is it to get an SR or higher on friend recruit? SR is like I'd say once every 20 spins, 30 spins. SSR though is like once every like 100 spins, 120 maybe. Oh, M. Dot is in the chat. What's going on? TCG stream on Family Day? What day is Family Day? Is Family Day even a holiday in BC? I don't know. How long for the thread to be unlocked again? The thread's unlocked. Thread's unlocked. 120 10 pulls, yeah, maybe. It's a holidays for us on Monday. Well, next Monday I am available, so I think next Monday, because this Monday, or sorry, this week already passed, and then next Monday, yeah, I should be free. We could do it. Haruki. That'd be Inarizaki. Which character is best in the game? I think objectively right now it's either Sakuza. I think it's Sakuza or maybe the SP Hinata. I think. Korai is not bad either. Which of the following schools isn't in Miyagi? That would be in Arizona. Only those who can create miracles deserve to be called an ace. Oh, who said that? Koshiki? I always get this wrong. It's gonna be you. For God's sakes. Should I go for the Beast Trio or Oikawa and Iwai? Oikawa and Iwai I think are better, especially if you get Ushijima. I just prefer the Beast Trio because I didn't pull the UR Bokuto, and Bokuto's like my second favorite character. And I did pull the UR Oikawa, so that's just me. Great King would be you. Alrighty, so that is that. Do a little spinny spin. Alrighty. 339. And I'm actually one away from completing the round 1 missions. I never do like round 2 and 3. Like, it's impossible. Like, you actually have to invest diamonds and stuff. Like, I can't be bothered. Still lacking on the stamina. Exercising, so we'll let this run while I read the chat. I need to wait till tomorrow to join. I will have to see if there are spaces then. Should be enough spaces. I mean, it's 5. I usually do get random requests from people. So that is in, like, I don't know, like, we'll see. Is Sugawara worth? I have every single banner character except Kenma. I think, I don't know. I think generally no, but he does have his value. I just don't know. It depends. Like, do you value club contest and like an Aaron team? Then, you know, I can see the value in him. But if you were like picking and choosing between SP setters, considering how many there are, he's definitely not a priority in my opinion. Shin's in the chat. What I miss? I announced that the first team review YouTube video should go out later today. I have to record that after the stream. And then we're going to be doing the Amazon giveaway from the Sugawara stream tomorrow after I announce it in said YouTube video. I am recording a Pokemon collab with other YouTubers tonight. That I believe will take a while to come out, so maybe a couple weeks, but I will keep you guys updated on that. And I think that's it. What's the strongest duo right now? Kenma Hinata's pretty strong right now. So probably them or Sakuzakamori are probably the top two. But if you can combo, if you can, this actually, well, this is technically a four-way, but if you can combo Kageyama with Hinata, Tenma, and Nishinoya, that probably is the best at the moment. So what am I doing for practice matches? I should probably start prepping for Bokuto. Because even if I do a lot of summons and we do get... Because I'm not going to have like XP and stuff, am I? Hold on, let me check. So there is a situation, or I guess a scenario, if I hit 2,000 subs by next Wednesday, assuming Bokuto comes out, I will be pulling like, I think it's 600. I think I have to do, I think it's 600 for skill res 5. So there is a scenario where I can get the SP boost. This is the memory boost as well. So I should probably focus on, I think I'll do potential for today because I do want to finish the Aaron build that I have sooner rather than later. So I'll do that. But I think after that's done, I'm just going to start doing like the training plus EXP. Because for Ione and Akashi, I'm not going to be able to get the boost card, but I have to prepare in the situation that I don't have it. So I will do... Should I do Fuguradani? Let me do Nekoma, because you do get block ones, I believe. So that could be useful for Mr. Ione. So we'll do that. It's more than 600 pulls? Well, that's freaking great. Yeah, I'm not doing max memory though. I'm only picking up one. If we hit 2,500 subscribers in a week, then I'll do it. But it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. I think it is still possible to get 2,000 because it's 1,800. I will be posting YouTube videos at least like 4 before that, so it's like it could happen. It's gonna be pretty close. Just judging the trajectory of my channel. Is the difference in skills / strength between Beast Trio and Oikawa and EYSP, or should I just choose the one I want? I believe there is a slight, like, in terms of like stats or ratings, they're the same pretty much. But in terms of skills and like bonds, the Oikawa one is technically, I think, better. But at the end of the day, you should always just go with whatever. Especially with this game, you should go with whatever is like fun for you, you know? How do you play this game on PC? There's tutorials out there, but the thing I'm using is LD Player. You could also use BlueStack, like Deku just mentioned. Oh yeah, I guess another sort of announcement I have is that because I saw Shin talking about it in the chat. So I haven't watched the anime for this. I will get to it eventually. So it's kind of weird that I'm gonna be playing this game first. But I hope I'm saying this right. The Kuroko no basketball. I hope I'm saying that. I definitely butchered that. But whatever, the new game that's coming out in March. I will be playing that, but I won't be like, it won't be as much as Haikyu Fly High, especially in terms of like content on the channel. But I'll do like a video kind of being like, you know, this is my first time playing, kind of see how it is, because it is like real time. Like it actually does have PvP, I think, or something like that. So I will be doing that on the channel, and then depending on the reception, we'll continue it, maybe do once a week, something like that. But it definitely will be more of a free-to-play kind of experience. So just letting y'all know. Just letting y'all know. I forgot, like, yeah, it's like Kuroko Basketball SR, and I forgot what the SR stands for. There is no new codes as of right now. Is there any info about Ortiz trailer? All I know is that if you like pre-save or like pre-register, that you get like 225 summons, which, if I'm reading that correctly, is probably not good value. Even though it might sound like it, because wasn't it with like this game that it was promised you were gonna get 3 SSRs guaranteed, but you only got 2? Or is that something that I'm just like imagining, or just like, you know, like I feel like that was the thing, because that's what I saw anyways. It was like you get 3 free SSRs, but they just never did that. Maria's in the chat. How you doing, Maria? It's been a while. It's on the App Store or the Google Play Store. The release date is March 11th, I believe it said. So that's still like a month away. So yeah, we'll be playing it. It's gonna be like a more free-to-play casual thing. I'll try. I think it's actually on a Wednesday, so it might be a Tuesday night for me technically. So I'll probably stream it on Wednesday. Just kind of my first thoughts and opinions, and I'll probably clip that into a YouTube video. So yeah, it's on the App Store or the Google Play Store. All right, so we're just trucking along here. I believe, is it 35 is the max stage? So we're gonna be done this already. So yeah, there's a lot of things like I want to like put out there. So there's like that new game. There's the Haikyu TCG. There's the Haikyu trivia. There's the Pokemon collab I'm doing. Like I just want to throw shit out there because it's cool to be in one lane, but then I don't know, for me personally as a content creator, like it has its like ceiling potentially, and I don't want to like restrict myself, if that makes sense. Again, not dropping Haikyu fly high at all, but yeah, no, so that's kind of the future with the Chanel. So hopefully you guys enjoy, hopefully you guys stick around, because honestly the funniest like moments happen like it's either like during pulls for this game, or it's like just other games I play. That's when the fun shit happens. Please don't do trivia anymore. There's no point. M. Dot is cheating, dude. It's more so my character selection, but at the same time too, maybe like I think he's just like an average person, and I'm just like really bad. So then it makes him look a lot better. Oh my god, I just realized. Ew. Sorry guys. I was like, why the hell does this thing look so stretched? There you go. Fixed it. Alright. You should watch the anime. Some say it's better than Haikyu. I've heard things like that. So I definitely will get around to it. I don't know how many episodes there stuff there is, so I don't know if I'll be able to finish it before the game comes out, but I'll give it a look for sure. It's on my list of stuff to watch. But right now, because I'm watching Freerin, I'm watching JJK, and I'm watching Sentence to Be a Hero. So that's 3 on a weekly basis, and then outside of that, I'm watching like other shows that are like on my catch-up thing. So. Can this be played on mobile? Yes. I did check the club. Okay, Kaiser, I should say. Kaiser is somebody else. Kaiser, relax. It's really not that deep. I did remove some people that were inactive, but it's like, it's not that deep. it's really not that bad. The game ain't on the Play Store for me, as always. Interesting. Cordy says, you need to pick a random side character from the Tokyo training camp. Yeah, at this point, probably. Alcon's in the chat. What's going on? All I can find is an Amazon advertisement for the anime. I see it on my TikTok all the time. It did specify global though, like global release. And I know some people like y'all are not like you might be part of like a EU server maybe. That's the only thing I can kind of attribute it to. No, that was kidding. Your questions and guests plus takes on the trivia are a little concerning. Listen, it's for the content, right? Is it genuine? Maybe. But we're not gonna talk about that. Not gonna lie, if you made him guess Kenma, he would not guess it. Hold on. So there's 2 more left I have to upload. I'm not gonna spoil which character. Well, I say spoil, they're on the fucking thing. That's one thing too. A lot of people were requesting on TikTok is that next time for like the editing to not put the character on screen. The reason why I did do that is because this type of trivia game was inspired by like a wrestling channel, and they had the character pop up, and I didn't really see that being an issue. But for next time, for sure, I will at least have them pop up at the end rather than the beginning. Okay, so I need to bring Kageyama back. And then 1, 2. I need 2 more quick, so that'd be Kuro. And we can leave Ohara out. Like that. So now we are quick. 163. And then we'll make our subs. Sub settings, auto switch off, libero is setter. Okay. Oh, wait. Player development. I need to put his memory back on him. That would have been a mistake. Okay, so there's that. I think that's it. That's the only memory change I think I did. Yes. Courtney's in the chat. What's going on, Courtney? I'm good. One sec. I want to read the chat, but I want to make sure I do this one. So Kenma comes back in, and so does Hirogami. Okay, what's going on? I'm not gonna lie, I like the trivia vids. It's really fun, and I've only seen you and M. in the Haikyu content creator doing it. That's why we're doing it. I kind of thought of that as a thing we should do. because it's something new. Nah, but I like your content, but I'm guilty of skipping because I saw the card. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to. I think next time for the next like set of recording we do, because for him apparently he said for content like that he's good for the next like 2 weeks. But I'm like out. So that would definitely be the case for next time. If hidden is better for the viewer, I agree. Exactly, more engagement. My man, do you have lineup for Noya SP and Kamo Medai duo? Pretty much the lineup I have right now. Except hold on, you're quick, so I need receive. So it's pretty much for SP Noya, it would be like this. This is probably the best lineup you can have. 1, 2, 3, and then maybe instead of Sakuza, if you want to do a Karasuno Bond, you can do like Tanaka. Yeah, my team is 500 rating better with Komori, so that's why I do that. But the thing is with Komori is that he buffs the team, whereas Nishinoya buffs himself. But it'd pretty much be this. This is the best team right now. Courtney said just got back from work. That's good. Hopefully you're chilling now, enjoying the stream. I wonder if I should pull for Hirugami tomorrow to pair with my Korai, only to replace him 2 months with Kuronsuki. Probably not. probably not. Especially if you're using a lot of diamonds, I would say no. Let's see. Hey man, do you have? Oh yeah, so I read that. Courtney is here. You should do a trivia with the Haikyu Fly High characters. The game. Wait. You should do a trivia with the Haikyu Fly High characters. The game it'd be more harder. I don't know what you mean by that. You should get the max SR. You should max the SR long hair guy. I definitely didn't Google the name. Dude, in the Haikyu TCG, he's actually really good. Like in terms of his card, he's actually really good. Maria's heading out. Enjoy your rest of your day. Are you doing a team review with M. Dot? Maybe. I don't know if he's down to do that, but we could potentially, because it's not like the team review like amount is out of control at the moment. So, because with me and him, it usually takes longer. In the anime too, he's the best character on his team, but that doesn't mean he's like objectively a good character, if that makes sense. Power, we got block, so it'd have to be quick. Quick teams is kind of meh right now. There's receive. I could do power. I could do power. Who do I put in? Oh yeah, it's like this. Okay. All right. Actually, just in case, I should do this. Let's go. You're just a hater? Yeah, fuck that guy. Respectfully. Like the actual team, like SSR characters. Should do a trivia. Oh. Well, I don't know. It's like... Oh, I see what you mean. That... So, okay, so that's not a bad idea. The only thing is the whole purpose of doing that specifically is to stay away from the game. Like, we want to be more focused on just kind of general Haikyu / anime kind of stuff. So that's why we would we're like trying to stay away from that. Is max SSR better than base UR and SB? Max SSR is better than base UR. SP though, I'm not sure. I don't think so. Space Fruit says, when are you doing team reviews? Whenever I'm done my dailies. So right now we're doing Peak Challenge. And then that actually might be it. I think this is the last thing. Where did you buy your TCG cards? It was a website called... I don't remember. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta go into M.'s chat that me and him have, because he was the one who originally sent it to me. I think it starts with a M. I think. One sec. Oh no, it's called. It's AMI. So Ami. That's where I got it from. And there's actually a second set that is coming out soon. And in that second set, so right now in the game, like the tabletop simulator that we play, me and M. We what's it called? We play with the Karasuno and the Nekoma starter decks that are out. And yesterday we actually did like a draft, because there is a built-in draft kind of thing. And you can make like your own deck and then import that into the game. So coming out soon on the second set will be an Inarizaki starter deck, plus just more Inarizaki support. So that even though technically the database is in the game, we tried playing with them yesterday, but any new cards like bugged the game out. So we have to wait till they're like officially out, I guess, or for the guy to like redo it. I don't know. These people just aren't active enough. You mentioned it many times. What, the TCG thing? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's always gonna be a thing. Somebody said, bro, what am I watching? What game is this? It's Haikyu Fly High. Sorry I missed it, but team review with M. Or not? I don't think so. I think he's busy. So I know he's lurking in the chat, but I think he's busy. So I think I'll at the very least start without him, and then if he wants to join in at any time, he can do that. It's not that deep. Gosh, look at all these team ratings, dude. Chill. Okay, block, that would be quick. Quick, that would be receive. So I think I'll do that. Let's see, this one has no Sakuza, but it's got twins Kageyama. This one's got Hida, twins, Kuro, Nishi. I'm more scared of that team. Alright, let's do this one. I like to watch on YouTube and type on Twitch, but YouTube is so damn glitchy right now. Yeah, from my end, it doesn't look like anything should be dropping. How many service aces have I, or not service aces, how many serve outs have I fucking had? Jesus. I don't think I'm gonna be winning this one. Oh, hold on. Okay, never mind. See if I can make some subs, change the shit up. Yeah, Hinata not being in the back kind of sucks, so I'll do Aaron maybe. And Hirugami's about to go into the back, so maybe like that. Kurai can still block. Sakuza's in the back, that's fine. So is Kenma, so we'll do that. See what fucking happens. Always a chance. Believe! Okay. Yeah, so if you haven't subbed and you're on one of the other platforms, make sure you click the link in the bio. Holy, what ranking am I? 224. When the hell did that happen? Yeah, so click the link in the bio. It has all of my social medias there. Go follow, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Leave a like on the streams. Follow if you haven't already. If we do hit, so right now the YouTube counter is at 1820. If that is 2000 by the release of Bokuto, I will be doing a lot of summons. 600 plus apparently. I think M.Dot's at 700. It's between 600 and 700 summons, so that's what we'll be doing for Bokuto. Would you do team review for club contest team as well? Not really. It's more so for just like the game in general. Because yeah, I think that was the main idea with it in the beginning. And plus, if I'm being totally honest, I'm not a club contest guru anyways, so I would say if you're looking for that, go to Mr. M. Dot, because that is his thing. Let me pick this last one. Let me get these fragments. Match streak, I'm still waiting for it to reset. And then challenge store, again, also waiting for it to reset. Cheers store, we're close to getting another one. I have to wait for, I think, probably one more match streak, maybe two. And then healthy milk, I'm not ready to dismantle SSRs yet. Okay, so with the team, looks like with one of the fragments, we can do a little promotion. So again, for those of you who don't know, you can, even like the fragment or the cheer characters that aren't in your active lineup here, they still boost your rating bonus. So that's why it's worth picking up all those small SSR fragments in the store. Bro missed the legendary potential selection box. Well, Shin, I don't know. Does it look like I need it? Does it look like I'm missing out on some potentials here, or what are we saying? Is there anything I'm missing? I think I'll be fine. All right, so with Mr. Aaron, we will enhance. Actually, let me just double check before I do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't think I got a new one. Receive is better, but it's defense technique. It's just the substats that are just a lot better. This one does have strength, though. Would this one be better? Let me enhance it by 3. Reflex, for God's sake. 3.2 on strength. Where'd the other one go? Oh, it's probably at the top. 3.2 as well. That one actually might be worth it. Because like serve is whatever, but this one has power and strength. This one has strength and serve, so those are the two. Let's see. If I get a strength boost that's higher than 3.2, I'll do this one. Oh, there you go. Alrighty then. So we will swap this one instead. So we will equip. And then would I use this on Bokuto? No, Bokuto's is the other one, right? It's this one. Yeah, so we'll do that one on Bokuto. So for this one then, we'll now use a combination to max it out. So we got a strength, set, and reflex. So not the greatest, but it's still a boost. And spirits, whatever. This one now is level 5, I think. Yes. So level 5, again, we just want a 2-piece of really anything. Let's see. Receive, save. So this one has awareness, that's why I have it. It looks like that's the only one. This one has this one has 2 receive with awareness. This one has 1 receive with awareness. Yeah, so I'll keep it the same. So there you go. We got a awareness boost. Not bad. So now my Aaron is officially at 20k. This is the first SSR at 20k. I have Suki at 18, EY's at 19.1, Ohara's 19.5, Tendo's at 19. Now Aaron's at 20. Very, very nice. Run him on 50% power attack and 50% strength from what I've heard, and he's perfect. Yeah, this is just what I have. Like, I'm just making do with what I have. Can you show the screen where the numbers and percentage of potential after? Oh, yeah, sure. Give me one sec. I think now it'll be a 60% strength boost from potentials. So I'll show my Aaron build real quick. So for those of you who don't know, Aaron is really good for club contest. And when he first came out, I didn't pick him up, but now I've been slowly building him. So if we look at his stats, so he has, well, first we'll look at this. So he has 3,730 spike. That's really the only one that matters there. His serve is 3,000, I guess. As you can see, his player skills, so his rhythm control is at 3, his serve is at 2, his training one's only at 1, which kind of sucks because I didn't do his training while I was upgrading him his skill resonance. So by default, it doesn't choose this one, it chooses the other 3. So that's why these ones are higher. And then his thunder spike's at 2. And then for stats info, the bonus attack stats. So again, awareness is not the greatest, it's only at 8.2%, but strength 62.4%, attack technique 17.4. So you combo that with like some certain characters that will increase that as well. So yeah, that's why we're currently, this is where we're at. Tyler says try to get like 80 strength though. Yeah, that's the only thing. My substats, they're not the substats aren't the craziest in terms of let me go back here. Like the main one I'm getting is from here, right? This is 40% right here. This one's 3.2, so that means that it didn't get any sort of upgrade on the 12 levels. This one got 1, and I think that's it. This one got, okay, this one was pretty good. The strength and attack technique, I got pretty lucky there. So, and just a reminder, I think there is a potential selection where you can choose the main stat. I didn't do that. These potentials I just got randomly from the practice matches. I mean, there was a couple selections in there, but again, there was no stat selection. So 12.8, is that rare? M Dot and Shin are tripping out right now. Is that not supposed to happen? Tyler says my slot 2, he has 40 strength and 12.8. That's crazy. That's crazy. Mine only got 40. Yeah, so that's the current Aaron build. I tried it for the first time yesterday. It didn't really go that well. I think the main thing for me is my setter. Right now, in the lineup, I have it was like this just because I needed the receive type, but I had, it's pretty much like this. This. So it's like this. That's what the port looks like. And then most of the sets are going to Sugawara. And he doesn't really have too many critical set moments. I think the highest I've done with Aaron is like 400,000 or 500,000, and I know that can be a lot higher. But I think it's because he's consistently setting. But the reason why I have him is for this, right? So increase the basic stats, increase stamina. Because I don't have Kita for stamina recovery. I don't have skill res 4 for stamina recovery. So this is really the only way. I think Komori's memory also does it a little bit. Well, that's about it. Let's see. Hirugami over Hinata. Oh yeah. So Hinata is just there for the team bond. So it's actually, you're right. It's like this. My bad. So yeah, this is what the lineup's like. Somebody wants to see the Oikawa build. Sure. You bear in mind, I made these builds when these characters first came out, especially like Oikawa. I think Kuro kind of got updated slightly. Ushijima, because they were like one of the first. Like I got these guys on release, no rebanners here. So for Oikawa, it could be outdated. Like maybe, yeah. Like I, I went crazy into his set, but he is probably better as a server. But if we look at his stats, so again, this is skill res 1, nothing crazy, only 1 copy. Again, awareness is only 6.6%, strength is only 3.2. So it's mainly these stats that I prioritize, which again, I probably could do better, but right now I'm focusing on the new characters that come out. And then for his potentials, right now I have 2-piece of precise serve with a set, 4-piece of precise set. So could probably do better. So there's a set, there's a serve, receive, and set are the main stats. And then for the substats, again, just I was prioritizing set at the time. I'm sure if I were to like check, there's a strength and a set right there. This one's, well, actually no, this is pretty much the same. If I go to 2, let's see, is there anything better here? Like maybe attack technique, maybe. This one, awareness and attack technique, maybe, but that would have a quick attack, main stat. There's this one, got strength in there. So there's definitely a better build you can do. I'm just not doing it right now. My Oikawa strength is at 60%. Yeah, I think if I rebuild him, I can probably do pretty good. But I think, again, like right now I'm focusing on Aaron. Beach Trio's right around the corner. I'm going to prioritize them. So it's not really high on my priority list, especially with the SP Akashi. He would replace Oikawa essentially, and Oikawa becomes a pinch server for me. So yeah, that is the current state of the team. So it is 106, so I'm gonna do a quick double check of the stores and stuff. I don't even know what I'm doing here. It was you. So this is my current club contest team. Was it you? Something like that. I don't know. All right, so I did check this store. Oh yeah, there's also Infinite Challenge. I just haven't done it. I also failed the last floor, actually. This one. So I don't know. I think if I did it manually, I'd probably be fine, but I'm too lazy. So 140 star gems. Let's see. I have 3 SP tickets. My pity's 131. Screw it. Let's ball. Let's do some summons. That's a crazy thing to say. Oikawa is a pin server. Well, that's his use now. Now with the SP setters coming out, that's his like main thing. Especially if you look at his ultimate. His ultimate isn't a set. It's a serve. That's what he does. Shin says he's just building his Aaron and prepping for Tsukikuro. Yep. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Tsukikuro, I'm still undecided. Memory, we'll leave. And then again, I did spend a lot of tickets getting that Aaron memory to begin with. Alright, so I think we are done. Let me just double check the Sugawara store. 90. Do that. I did the other store, did that. Did all of these? Yes, I did. Dailies are done. Weeklies we will get to. All right. I think we're done. Is Sugawara SP any good? When I read his skills, I was kind of disappointed. It's very specific. Very specific. You pulled Suga again? No, it was only one. His SP is more on set now. Interesting. Shout out to Irwin's17. I believe that's what that says. It's kind of small for me. For the follow on Twitch. I have 13 SP tickets. Should I save them for the next event or use them all now? It depends. Like, for me, like the Guaranteed Pity, I want to drop this probably in terms of like the favored banner. I want it to be around 80. So it depends on your situation there. Or like here, for example, like if this is at 0, I would definitely do 10, so you get 2 SP tickets back. If you're somewhere here, again, probably worth it to get to 50 to get the 5 back, but again, you don't want to lower this too much because then your odds start getting higher. So that's not ideal. This is the memory? No, this is the player one. I did get a memory selection bug. Oh, I think that was the volleyball pass, right? Oh, what is this? Player recruit. Oh, yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, I got the legendary memory from this because I have the premium pass, and then I use that on the Aaron. So that is that. Irwin17, I just came from the TikTok live. Well, thank you. Yeah, the main thing with the TikTok stuff is like you guys can enjoy the short content, but long term, if you really want to support me, you gotta hop on over to one of the other platforms. All right, so we will start doing team reviews now. So M. If you want to join now, you can. If you need a second, it's fine. So yeah, you guys get to see my beautiful Zelda background. So we will exit the LD player. Shin says, question, you have a guaranteed SSR in the SP recruit when you hit 70, right? So does that reset when another SP comes? Oh, I see. No. I don't think so. I think it stays. Because that would be kind of weird for it to... Because at that point you can kind of like... Actually, no. I think it'd just be difficult for them to code. Okay, so again, let me pull up Discord. So again, if you're not in the Discord already, please make sure to join. The link for people on TikTok is in the bio. You have to export the link though to your browser. The built-in TikTok one doesn't let you join apparently. And then for the people on YouTube, it's in the description. For the people on Twitch, it's in my bio. I think that's what it's called. Just on my link tree. Yeah, so how this works, well, first of all, there's the Discord. Let me make sure my music's going, and then I will decrease it for you guys so you can hear my beautiful voice. I think that's fine. I need to decrease it for myself though, because I can't hear myself. All right. So, let's see. Iceborne says, I have a pity of 68, 60 tickets, and about 40k gems. I want the school festival trio. I would stop pulling if I were you. Okay, so how this works is, so you join the Discord. There's an onboarding process. You choose the Haikyu selection so you can see all of the Haikyu channels. So we have the general Haikyu Fly High chat. Even though we were talking a lot about soccer in the chat today, you'll get access to Haikyu Fly High Flex channel, which again, somebody got 17 goddamn million in club contest apparently, so that's fun. People just posting their characters that they're proud of, stuff like that. Damn, that actually looks pretty nice. So you get access to that, and then there's the Haikyu anime one specifically if you guys want to talk about the anime or the manga. Again, if you are going to talk about stuff that's not come out past the dumpster battle, I would put a spoiler tag on it, please, for anything like that, because we also have like an anime, manga, manhwa thing. So anything that's technically a spoiler, please put the spoiler tag so it's blurred. But with the Haikyu Fly High team review thread, you simply create a new post. So you put in the title, try to put like the theme in terms of like what you're asking for, and then you would like post an image. And then I would say try not to post, like if you're gonna like post multiple teams or multiple teams to be reviewed and you do separate threads, try not to do that. Like just do it within the same thread. But once I do get to you, then I will be moving on to the next thread. So even if after I review your team then you like update or whatever, I won't see it, unfortunately. So that's why like after I see your team, I would wait probably like a month just so everybody gets a fair chance, because otherwise then, you know, it's not fun for the people who like get their team like skipped and stuff. And the way you'll know that I review your team is I will I will mention you in your own thread, so you get a notification, and I will put either most recent live. So you go to either the red platform or the purple one, and you check the most recent VOD, and you just have to find the timestamp. You just got to find that yourself. And then if it's a YouTube video, I will say upcoming YT video. And if you're in the Discord, you will also on the onboarding process, you can click new content, so you get updated on new content, and you will get a notification when the YouTube video goes live. And you know, unless something weird happens during the editing process, your team will be in the YouTube video. All right, so I reopened the thread on Sunday. I was actually supposed to do it on Saturday, but let's get a quick count. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. So we have 52 teams already, and that's without a YouTube video. Typically in a week I get through like 30 to 40. Whereas before, like when I first started doing this, I did like 10 a week, and that was impossible. Erwin says, when Sakusa comes, should I get him since I have Komori? That's usually a good thing to do, but Komori does work pretty well by himself. Exotic says, not gonna lie, I'm gonna go after my team. Aren't you like the third one? Is this you? Is Hirugami gonna have a rebanner as well? Yes, tonight. Tonight he will. Okay, so the first team, it already has 28 comments. Also, by the way, as you can see in this thread here, feel free to comment on other people's threads, help people out. Just be respectful. That's all I ask. Yeah. So Dean says, any tips to improve my team? So Dean is the first one of the new era of team reviews. Oh, I'm kind of white. Give me a second. I think that's better. Okay. Mafera says, do you know how many you're doing today? In a stream, I typically get through like 15 to 20. You don't want to see Kazanu's thread? Would I get banned if I did show it? What SP characters are coming out next? We don't know for sure, but it should be SP Bokuto. Well, something happened with messages. I'll take a look. Okay, so this person's team is a power-based team. And they are playing with both Shirabu and Oikawa. You have 3 Shiratorizawa players. I would try to complete the team bond, but I don't know. At this point, it's not necessary. And if you look at the kind of duo bonds he has. Like Oikawa and Iwai's is obviously deployable. So is Shirabu and Ushijima. They both sets here, they have deployable attacks, so I'm not against that. So I run 2 setters most of the time, but I have the libero coming in for one of them. So if that's the case here, then that's fine. The only issue is that right now it would be Oikawa, and Oikawa is clearly the better setter, so you want him on the court actually, so you would probably want to swap them, in my opinion. Goshiki's not bad. He's a pretty good secondary unit. You have Kurai, who again, jack of all trades. No dedicated middle blocker though, so Kurai is gonna have to be your blocker on this team. So there's a little bit of an imbalance there. Not that he's bad, but you'd probably want him to be a little bit more, I guess, well-rounded. Like he's gonna basically be your only blocker. So maybe dropping Goshiki for like a Tendo, if you want to stay Shiratorizawa, is definitely on the cards here, but it's not a bad team. The bench, Akaji, Lev, Practice Kageyama, Tsukishima. Yeah, none of them really come in for me, so it's not a bad team, but I would probably try to get a middle blocker in here, for probably Goshiki or maybe Iwai. I would say Goshiki just because I know he has a bond with Ushijima, I believe. It's like I don't think it's deployable though. But yeah, I would try to get a middle blocker in here. So in terms of a team rating, I think I'll give this probably a 7 out of 10. Like, it's not bad. It's not bad. So then I will add Dean. I will say most live, if I could spell, and then I will do that, copy, and then we just move on. Jazz says won't get banned, it's just an argument about comp, just checked. Oh, we got drama. Okay, next up we got AJ, who says rate the team and what should I do in the future? I can pay if needed. Well, if you don't have to, let's try not to. Okay, so right now, another team with 2 setters. This one I'm gonna be a little bit more against than the last one, because Atsumu, typically if he's not in an Inarizaki team, if he's not paired with Osamu, kind of isn't great. I do like this you have going on here though. Oh my goodness, what just happened? Okay. I do like this that you have going on here with Hinata, Nishinoya, and Kageyama. And then Tsukishima completes the team bond. So that's fine. I think your positioning is a little bit awkward though. Like at the very least, what you could do is you could have Atsumu serve, have him come out for the libero. Hinata being in the back middle is probably the best position for him. And then Lev would go to the front with Tsukishima. You'd probably want to build at least one of them to be a decent blocker. The only thing is it looks like your team is kind of missing some firepower, like other than Kurai and Hinata. Not the greatest. So I'd probably either replace Atsumu, or I would replace one of Lev or Tsukishima for looking at your bench here. Tanaka's not bad. Probably not Aaron. I'd probably lean Tanaka just to get more balance, because your receive is really good with this team. Nishinoya, Hinata, Kurai. Your setting is fine with just Kageyama. You have Atsumu as an option. Your blocking, again, if you pair Kurai with a middle blocker, like you'll have pretty good consistent blocking. It's just the offense that I'm a little worried about. It's not that bad though. It's not that bad. So in terms of a team rating with 2 SPs, a bunch of URs, I can see the vision. I can see the vision, but I think I'll probably have to give this like a 7.5. So this is AJ, most recent live. If you get to mine, you can choose one of the teams or do both. I need help with both accounts. I have no diamonds on neither. You can do both, it's fine. Levante says, when will Bokuto come back? I don't know about the UR one, but the SP Bokuto might come out next Wednesday. Are we team sub or dubbed? I'm team sub. I started with dub, but now I'm sub. But I'm not like against dub. I got a little help below. Yeah, you could say that. All right, so for this first account, so he said no diamonds, right? No diamonds. So I like the Korai Hirugami bond. I like the Kiyotani Iwaizumi bond. The only thing you're missing really is the UR Oikawa. Wait. You don't have a setter, dude. What? What are you? So I would probably put a setter in the team. I do see you have Akashi, so at least with being a power type team, Akashi kind of just goes in here. But the best one would be the Oikawa because he has the dual bond with Iwaizumi. Iwaizumi has the dual bond with Kiyotani. I think Kiyotani might have a bond with the Oikawa, maybe not. So if you can pick him up, I don't know again when he would come out. I don't know what they're gonna do with the game in terms of URs now, but we'll see. But Tanaka being here again, looking at your team and your bench and stuff, like he's like clearly you're not consistently in UR/SP territory right now. So having Tanaka, Goshiki, Iwaizumi are your best SSR wing spikers. That's fine. Yeah, I would just probably replace Tsukishima with a setter and you're kind of okay. So I'd have to give this team probably like a 6.5. No, actually, no, there's no setter. I have to give it a 6. Just because there's no setter, I have to give it a 6. But it's one change away and it becomes like probably a 7. 6.8, something like that. The second team, so this is a separate account. Well, brother, what are you... Why do you have Komori on this one and Sakuza on this one? Like, I understand getting Komori on one and Nishinoya on the other, but you gotta pair them up with the right people. So that's a little strange. Should I get SP Bokuto if I already have his UR max level? You could get I believe the SP version of Akashi and Bokuto work with the UR/SSR version of them. I believe. So there could be a situation where you just get the SP Akashi if your Bokuto is like maxed out. But generally the SP Bokuto is better, so. Yeah, so interesting kind of team building philosophy you got going on here, because like you have EY and Kiyotani on both sides, which I guess is fine, right? They're SSRs, you can get them easily. Yeah, Tsukishima I think is the free one that people get still. The UR Kageyama is pretty good. He's not like the perfect fit in this team, but he definitely works. You have no setter in this one, which is still questionable. Yeah, so there's a lot going on here, but yeah, this team is still definitively better than the first one. Even though there's no Korai Hirugami, I would say this one is still more balanced, I guess. I guess maybe you're missing a little bit of blocking power here, but it's not the end of the world. So this team I would give like a 7 out of 10. But you need help. So what? Okay, so let's go back to this one. So we did say you could just bring in the Akashi. Long term though, SP Oikawa could be a thing. Sakuza Rebanner could be a thing. But you're in a situation where you could just save for a certain type of SP set, like twins with Tendo, Oikawa Iwaizumi with Ushijima. Beats Trio is a little too close, so I would skip that. SP Korai Hirugami. Firework Trio is not a bad one with Kuro Tsukishima. So I would focus on that and then build your team around that category. With this account, obviously you keep the URs, they're still relevant. And then with this account, same thing, you keep the URs, you keep the SP. But it's just, ideally you would have wanted to pair Sakuza with him on this account. So that's still an option. This one though, I would just skip the Komori rebanner, because you have Nishinoya, you have Kageyama, like there's no point. So yeah, I'd give this one like a 7 out of 10, I think I said. And the other one was a 6. And yeah, hopefully you're all right. Alrighty. Even though you're in the chat, I'm still gonna tag you because it's just something I need to do. Okay, next up we got Schlork, who says, rate my team out of 10. I want to go for Beats Trio as well as SP Oikawa, Ushijima, Iwaizumi, and Tendo. Why would you do that? Okay, so you wanted to go Beat Trio, so that's gonna replace probably Oikawa. That's gonna replace Ushijima with Bokuto. So you have you would have Akashi here, you would have Bokuto here, and you would have to replace Hinata with Aone. So I'm like, do you really need to do that? Because at least with the other version, or the other set of characters, like Oikawa gets upgraded here, Ushijima gets upgraded here, Iwaizumi and Tendo, at the very least, like you're upgrading Hirugami to Tendo. Hinata would have to come out again for Iwaizumi. That's more sideways of a move. Well, actually no, Iwaizumi would definitely fit more with the bonds. So that one makes more sense to me, but doing Beast Trio first into that, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So yeah, in my opinion, especially if you're like free to play, I would go for just the Oikawa one, but that's just me. Yeah, in terms of a rating, there's only one SP here, but you have the relevant URs for a power team, so I'd probably give it like an 8.5 out of 10. Maybe like an 8.8 actually, somewhere there. But yeah, I would say, me personally, for your team, even though, like, I don't know, if you really want the characters, then go for it. But for me personally, if it was like a strictly a team thing, I would skip the Beach Trio. But that's just me. Next up we got Kiza, who says, I'm planning to get both SP Tsukishima and Kuro in the future, but this is my team for now. Tried to get SP Kenma, but failed. Yeah, Kenma would have been nice, I guess, for Kita, yeah. And then you have the bond with Hinata, but it's not like the end of the world. Oh, actually, you do have Atsumu on the bench. Yeah, I guess Kita probably makes more sense. But Kuro Tsukishima, so obviously you would upgrade your current Kuro, and then I would assume you would replace Kita for Suki. And then Osamu, Hinata, Kurai. Yeah, the balance is there, right? You have Kageyama to set, you have Kurosuke to block, Hinata, Komori, Kurai to receive if you need. And then obviously on offense, you have Kurai, you have Hinata, you have Osamu, you have even Kurosuke. So I think that's a pretty solid plan. I think it's pretty good. I'm assuming Atsumu maybe pinch serves for Kita, which is also a pretty good strategy. So also, why is Hinata there? He's missing all the buffs. Is he? Well, he's in the back row. Chunk says, I hope someone can help me, but I'm new-ish. Is there actually a benefit to having someone on the bench, or is it just for the stamina running out? You sub people in. So for example, like the lineup specialty, your team can start like this and be quick, but I can bring on like Hyotani for Osamu, and the quick specialty will stay. So you'll get the 15% boost if your team specialty is like the advantage in this diamond. So there's that. It's pretty situational, but generally, yeah, it's stamina stuff. The last one. How is he missing the buffs? Oh, because he rotates into the front? Yeah. Yeah, slot number 6 is the best for Hinata. In my opinion. Because by the time he rotates in the front, you should have somebody who also has received skills rotating to the back. And he does have that with Kita. So, this one is good. So, in terms of a team rating, I will give this one a... I think I give it like an 8.25. The team cohesion is kind of all over the place, right? Karai with no Hirogami, Mori with no Sakuza, Osamu with no Atsumu. Hida is like alright. It's really just Kageyama with Hinata. Alrighty, let's go next to Totus, who says, this is my current team. I'm pretty new, started when Sakura Hinata came out. Okay, so during Christmas. However, Bokuto and Akashi are my favorite characters, and I want to get the Beach Trio when they come out. Any tips on transitioning to a power team for the Beach Trio? And who should I get along with the Beach Trio? I may go for Hirogami to get the bond with Korai. So Hirogami's coming out tomorrow. So getting the Beach Trio as well is going to be pretty difficult, especially if you're free to play, and it looks like you're kind of free to play. So that could be a bit difficult in terms of that transition, but let's just say go under the assumption that you pull all 3 SP characters. Atsumu would have to come out for Akashi. I would probably keep Osamu, and I would take Eren out instead for Bokuto, and then I would take Suna out for Ione. And then I don't think you're gonna do the Fukurodani team bond at this point, so you would probably want to replace Washio, and Hirogami would be the best candidate to do that. But it's not necessary. If you wanted to complete the team bond, actually you could just get the 3, replace Atsumu, replace Rintaro, replace Eren, and then you actually replace Osamu with your Konoha that's on the bench, and you can do the team bond like that. The only thing is you're losing a lot of rating by doing that, but again, that's just probably their best avenue to get to a team bond. But I think objectively for a better team, it would be the Beach Trio replacement for these 3 plus a Hirogami here. But is that going to be possible for you? The timing is a little bit tight. I'll say that. And then after you get the Beach Trio, and you maybe make those like small changes, you should probably just make a second team, because your first team is going to be power based, obviously. But your second team is going to be, what you should do is just make a quick team pretty much with these 4: Atsumu, Osamu, Rintaro. I probably wouldn't start Eren. I would start Kita instead. Build a team around that as your quick team. As you're in your second, excuse me, in your second lineup, and then in your first lineup you have the power one. So that's what I would do. Noah says, do you still need 2 middle blockers? It depends. I think the main thing with 2 middle blockers, especially if like it's like set up like this, is the libero comes in for the back row one. So excuse me. So again, if you have multiple positions other than wing spikers, like if you have 2 opposite hitters, you have 2 setters, you have 2 middle blockers, you probably want to replace the libero with the back row version of that. So that's why having 2 middle blockers is ideal. Harissa says, I just set my team in the Discord. I don't know if the most recent teams in the Discord will probably not be able to, I'll get to today. Because I do go, so for the streams, it's chronological order. So the first person to send it, like onwards. For the YouTube video, I will like choose. Let's see. Which character has the best serve skill? Atsumu's isn't bad because I think depending on whether he does the float or the power one, you get either a receive or a block reduction or something like that. So Atsumu's is pretty good. Hirugami's is really good, but that's if the other team has Team Morale Awakening. Shout out to, I can't see what that says. Is that Shootles for the follow on Twitch? But then there's Oikawa as well. He's probably the most consistent one, especially if he's skill res 4, I think, or is it skill res 2, where his if you score a service ace, I think his cooldown reset, so you can spam the ultimate serve. Yeah, so I gave my team review. In terms of a team rating though, you have the Inarizaki team bond, and then the 3 left over aren't necessarily bad. I think I'd give it like a 8, 7.75 ish. But your plan to get the beast trio is pretty good. Hirugami, I would say maybe. All right, next up we got Matt, who says, what should I do moving forward? Currently have / gotten 2 SPs, although they both are just setters. I'm not sure if I should change the typing to best fit my characters right now. I will eventually finish building Sugawara with his memory. Right now I'm focusing on getting the festival trio and the Halloween one right after. Anything I should change to make my team better? In this screenshot, what changed? It's the same. Shout out to Jonas for the follow on Twitch. Yeah, so looking at your team, he does have the SP Kenma. Oh, it's the Sugawara. So he has the SP Kenma and Sugawara. So in this situation, what I would do is, especially for peak challenge, is I would try to get a line of specialty. So right now your power with Kenma, you can go into a receive pretty easily because you have Nishinoya, that's 1, Sakuza's 2, Kurai's 3, Kenma would be 4, and then you would need 1 more receive player. You don't have him on the bench, so try to get 1 more receive player so you can do that. For block, you have 1 with Kuro, 2 with Kurai, Tsukishima would be 3, and then Sugawara would be 4, so that's block. And then for quick, you have Kageyama, you have Kuro, that's 2, you have Hinata, that's 3, Tsukishima, that's 4. So I would just match up with other teams, try to get those player ratings up without using too many resources, but try to get your player rating up so you don't lose too much, but you get that boost, that line of specialty to start the game. And then if this is your best team in terms of cohesion, player rating, whatever, you then sub in your players back and you get 4 subs per game. You just do it right after the first point. You keep the 15% boost, and then yeah, that's what I would do. So in terms of pulling new characters, like, you don't really need to. Festival trio would be, what's festival trio? Halloween one is Oikawa, Iwaizumi, and Ushijima. We're getting a lot of follows. Shout out to Totis Live for the follow on Twitch. Hey, that's follow number 150. Yo, let's go. 150 followers on Twitch. Beach trio is Bokuto. Oh my goodness, we're getting so many followers today. What are you guys, what's going on? Friedel says Bokuto's next banner, right? Is he gonna be any good? I don't know anything about the JP servers. He's circumstantial. If you get the SP Akashi, the SSR Akashi is not bad, but if you get the SP Akashi with him and the Ione, he is very good for the foreseeable future. But when the Iwaizumi, Oikawa, Ushijima combo comes out, he's not as good as them, I would say. Jonas says, where can I send you my team for recommendations? In the Discord. So the link is in my bio. You join the Discord, do the onboarding process. You select Haikyu, and then you submit it in this thread. What's going on, Totis? What's going on? Okay. Anything you should change? So I would say no, because you have everything going on. Oh my god, we got another follower. Parcias? Is that how? Parcias? Shout out to you for the follow on Twitch. My thing is really small here because I'm back to streaming on TikTok, so I need my screen to be a little bit smaller. But yeah, so yeah, nothing to add to your team right now. And then if you want to get the Halloween one, you pretty much just replace Oikawa. We got another sub. We got Armilado. Is that what that says for the sub on YouTube? So we got Oikawa obviously replaces himself. You would have Iwaizumi replace Bokuto, and then for your opposite hitter, I would say yeah, I would say probably Korai. Okay, so yeah, sounds good. You got a good plan going on here. In terms of SPs, like anybody else, I would say no, because you didn't really need the Sugawara. And it looks like you don't really need the Kenma either. So I would wait for the SPs you really want. But with these two setters, you can actually rotate. With Kageyama and Oikawa as well, you can rotate between all of the lineup specialties pretty easily. So at least there's that. So I would say no more setters. Wait. In terms of a team rating, I'd probably give this like an 8.5. It's got pretty much everything, right? You have receives with Nishinoya, Sakuza. Bokuto's not bad at receives. Kurai as well, but he's kind of in the front for now. You might need to change like the rotation a little bit. Oikawa and Kageyama together is not like the best two-setter combination. Like it's usually Kageyama and Tenma that's better, but it's not bad. Obviously you have a lot of hitters here, so that's no problem. Your blocking situation is not bad. You have these two, setting, receiving. Yeah, you're pretty solid. I'd probably give it like a 8.25, 8.5. Especially looking at that Nishinoya, definitely looks like he's skill res 4 potentially. So that's actually a pretty good libero as well. So probably an 8.5 out of 10. Okay, let's see. Just got your message about the team review. Did you go over my team thread already? Yes. So on Twitch, you can't go back live, I don't think. But on YouTube, you can scroll back. But at the end of the live stream, so in about an hour and 15 minutes, the VODs will be posted so you can check your team. You can only go back when you sub. Well, if you have an Amazon Prime account, then there you go. All right, Kazanu says, gotta say, all the times on the thread look so fire. Keep up the good work. Let's go. Okay, so you're posting VODs, thank goodness. Yeah, so one thing I found out. The teams, yeah. So one thing I figured out recently. So I've been consuming a lot of the burnt peanut. Shout out to Totis with the sub with Prime. So the thing is with I've been watching a lot of the burnt peanut, and I found out because like he just blasts mainstream music all the time, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, how is he not getting his shit taken down? Apparently his VODs are all like muted when he's playing music. And he just doesn't make like revenue on VODs. But I can't afford to do that because with the team reviews, I play music in the background. This music that's playing right now is done by my friend, so obviously it's not going to get taken down. But with me doing team reviews with music in the background, and I post the VODs on Twitch, it would just be muted. On YouTube, I would have to make a decision whether to take it down or cut the section out. Like, it's just weird. But luckily for you guys, it should be fine. All right, so moving on, we got Andre Florencia, who says, I'm waiting for Suki, Kuro, and Hinata rebanner. So I'm assuming that's the, yeah, that has to be the SP one. I have 100 tickets right now and 55 pity. So is that SPs? I would hope that's SPs. And 55 pity, you think will be enough? Any recommendations for positioning or near future adjustments? Love the streams and videos. So, Suki, Kuro, and Hinata rebanner with 100 tickets and 55 pity is definitely possible depending on your diamond count. Because with the 100 tickets, you can get probably 2 of them plus using maybe like 5,000 tickets or diamonds. You should be able to get 2 of them. You would have to have a little bit of luck. If you go to hard pity for both, then, you know, that's kind of messed. But you should be able to do 2 pretty comfortably, so that would be Suki, Kuro. I would prioritize that. In terms of your team for Hinata, so Suki would get replaced. And I guess Akashi would be replaced. Oh, you have Akashi Bokuto. Because the thing is, I understand the vision, because the best 4 character combination in the game, at least coming up, will be the Kenma, Hinata, Kuro, Tsukishima 4. So I do get why you want to do that. You would probably have to sacrifice Tanaka then. And you would have 2 setters with Akashi and Kenma. But then you would have to take out Korai as well. That's not ideal. Like, it would pretty much have to be SP Hinata here, SP Kuro here, SP Tsukishima here. So that's your 4, and then you have Akashi Bokuto. I don't like the idea of dropping Korai. I would much rather drop the Akashi, so maybe you would want to do that and just have Bokuto by himself, which is probably actually the better thing to do, because Bokuto in his down mode, he will be covered by Korai, by Hinata, by fucking Kuro and Tsuki, like, you know what I mean? So I think that would probably be the better thing, is to take out Akashi instead. So I would take out Tanaka for Kuro and Akashi for Hinata, and then Tsuki obviously you would upgrade. That's pretty good. What else do you say? Positioning. With your current team, so Suki is fine where he is. With this team specifically, I think Korai is fine where he is. Actually, what I would do, so I would have Tanaka at slot 6, and I would have the libero come in for the back row wing spiker. I would have Korai at slot 5. I would have Suki at slot 4. I would have Bokuto at slot 2, Kenma at 3, and Akashi would be at 1. And then, because I think Akashi has a serve ability, does he not? Or something to do with serves, or I don't know, maybe he just has a jump serve. So at the very least, like, he's not a bad server, so I'd probably do that. And then, yeah, Nishinoya would come in for Tanaka. So in terms of a team rating, I'd probably give you a 7, 6.8 out of 10, something like that. How long ago was that? Sorry, my dog's in the cage right now, and he's downstairs, and he's alone, so I'm just making sure with the timing. That was 10 minutes ago. Okay, so he should be fine. Okay, that's fine. All right, so moving on, we have Kant, who says, "I'm one of your biggest fans." Oh shit! Holy shit! Let's lock in, boys. Please rate my team out of 10. Also, what advice should I focus on? Upcoming plans. I'm planning to pull for Suki and Kuro, and after that I'm going for Kurai and Hirugami. Okay, so for my biggest fan, we have Tsukishima upgrading himself. Hida is here for the receive type, but I believe the SP Kuro is also receive tagged, so you will still be a receive type team, and you can actually switch between quick and receive, so that's nice. So Kida, the two SSRs come out for Kuro Tsukishima. That's pretty standard. You have the 4 with the other 2 SPs with Hinata and Kenma. You have Kageyama with Hinata, so you have everything you need. So your team is really, really good. And your future plans are really, really good. And then you said you want to go Komori Hirugami in the future, so you would have to drop the Kageyama with... I said Komori, Kurai. You would have to drop Sakuza and Kageyama at that point, and Komori would be by himself. Which is not that bad, actually, because you would... The Komori on his own is pretty good. So your plan, dude, is like perfect. Like, you know exactly what you're doing. Your plan is, you know, it's gonna be a really good thing for your team. You have good bench players too, so you could probably make a second team, maybe like a quick team with Kageyama after you're done with, or after you get Kurai and Hirugami. So you're doing good, dude. Yeah, you're doing pretty good in terms of rotation as well. Like, Hinata at 6 is perfect. Sakuza rotating into the back is perfect. Tsukishima at 4 is great. Kida at 3. So the thing is with Kida, like, he's kind of the sore spot here, if that makes sense. So I would actually probably how can we do this? I would probably have Kida coming out for Komori. Or actually no, Komori would have to come in for the setter. So what I would do is I would actually rotate, I would swap Kenma and Kida, and I would take out Komori for the back row setter. So your first round you're gonna have Hinata and Kida for receives, which is not bad because they're receive types, they have receive skills. Even though it's not as good as Komori, like, it's still fine for the first point. And then once the rotation happens, Kageyama comes out and you'll still have Kenma setting. So that's fine. That's the only change I would make. Other than that, future plans are perfect. You're doing good, dude. And in terms of a team rating, I'd probably just give this one a solid like 8 out of 10. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's just the SSRs are kind of lacking in overall quality to other characters in the game, but they'll be replaced by 2 SPs and you'll have like a 9.5, 10 out of 10 team. And no, I didn't just say all that because he's my biggest fan. All right, Kazanu. Holy shit! There's 97 things here. Hold on, guys. We gotta do our gotta do our drama alert. We gotta we gotta open it full view. Let's see if let's see what happens here. So Kazanu says, "This is my current team. Below, I'll show you my goal for the next few banners and the main goal for the quick team specifically. Any tips would be appreciated, of course." So this is the current team. It's currently a quick team. You have Atsumu with Osamu with Kida. You have Hinata with Kageyama. All the standard stuff. I think this is the best quick team in the game. So that's fine. And then the next team. So Kida comes out for Kuro, and Osamu comes up for Kida. I would probably take Atsumu out instead, in my opinion. But that's just me. Which is better, SR2 Kuro or Suki? I haven't looked at his skill resonance, either of them, so I don't really know. We'll probably think about subbing off Kurai for Osamu and move Kuro SB into the back with Hinata so I get the twins bond. Yeah, so Kuro is a receive type, so I could see that. And then okay, I see. Yeah, you would sub out Kurai for Osamu, so I guess it's fine having Atsumu there then, I guess. But then this is my full quick team end goal. Might think about getting Kunimi or Suki in for Kageyama. Interesting. So it's SP twins, SP Kurai Hirugami. You have the Hinata already, you have the Nishinoi already, and you have the Kageyama already. So that's not bad. I think with Kunimi, his main use is like skill res 2 on the bench. And looking at your team, maybe, yeah, getting another... either somebody who can receive or somebody who can attack. So Kunimi's not bad. Or maybe the SP Kuro, maybe? And then so Drop, yeah, Drop does play in JP, I know that. He says Suki was better overall. Osamu instead of Kuro, just little decisions. I mean, Kuro and Suki are a must, but Hiru as well if you focus more on quick. Suki and Hiru, so skip Kuro. Interesting. Won't skip on Kuro. Won't skip on Kuro though. Only skip is the Beast Trio since going SR4A only for bench is crazy. Was that a suggestion or something? Oh, you. Nah, that's why I skipped the trio. Okay. Only SR4 would be Karai and maybe Twins. So then just pull for those guys. That's the plan with Komori Sakuza. Wait, yeah, banger team, but I already won the bet. You ain't getting all that? What bet's going on here? Skipping Beast Trio since I don't need them is key. For real, I do that too. I mean, sucks I won't get Bokuto, but well, can't have them all. I don't need an emo on my team. I don't see what's the problem. Bro has so many setters. Wasn't it only 2? Or was Kenma there? Hinata, or look, it's just these 2. And I guess the bench, you have 2 as well. I thought about pulling it, but SR4 is crazy for only the bench. The bet was the last one to get his dream team has to put the winner's favorite character as a profile picture. That's fine. Well, I'm disappointed, guys. I thought we were throwing hands. I thought we were throwing hands. In terms of your plan and stuff, so I guess your question was skill res 2 Suki or Kuro, and Drop said Suki. So I'll take his word for it, because he actually played in the JP server. But your future team with the twins and stuff is fine. Like, it's good. Because I believe the SP Atsumu actually works with like awareness and stuff. So having the Hinata there with him is actually better than the UR one. So yeah, the Kunimi is like, his main use is skill res to sit on the bench, recover stamina. In terms of actually like attacking stuff, like you don't have Ushijima, so I guess your comparison would be Osamu. He, I would say, is probably better than Osamu. I can see why the global server no merge with SEA server, dude. I don't know why there's a global server. There's a global server, there's a North American server, and there's a SEA. There's a, I think that's it. I don't know why they separated it like that, but they did. I don't know. I think your team's good. Like right now, like bonds all over the place. It's just like, I guess Kenma could be added somewhere maybe to help out with this. But you don't need it because you got these 3. So I don't know. I think you're fine. And then your future plan makes sense, right? Kuro Tsukishima is fine. Then you get the better Kurai, you get the better Hirogami, you get the twins. That's fine. And at the end here, you put so I guess this is your rotation. So this is first what your team's gonna look like, and then this is long term. Oh wait, no. Oh, this is the quick team. So this is like the twins version with like pinch servers going on here, something like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, just do that. I don't really have anything else to say. You're pretty much chilling. I guess maybe rotation wise, you could make some changes. Like maybe, I don't know. I think you are lacking in the blocking department. Other than that, like not really much else. Toda says, just watch the VOD of my team review. I think I'm gonna decide to skip on Hirugami and wait for his Winter Sports one with Karai. Thanks for the advice. Shout out to you, my boy. Yeah, you could do like some small rotational things here, but it's not like the end of the world. Like I'm assuming Nishinoya comes in for the setter, right? You could do a thing with Kita if you want to replace a wing spiker, maybe. Really up to you. I don't think it's that big of a deal, if I'm being totally honest. So in terms of team rating, though, this team I'd probably give like an 8.52, maybe 8.25. The Kita's like, I know he's here for the bond, but like other than that, doesn't really do too much. But your future team looks good, so excited to see how that plays out. I don't need to tag you, but I'm gonna tag you. So hold this tag. All right. Open the split view. Scroll down. All right. Next up, we got Koj. I don't know. Please rate and advise what's next. Okay. So this is the we have a current team and a future team. We have Karai Hirugami. So this is a quick team, and then we got twins. Hinata, Kageyama, Nishinoya. Mori on the bench is interesting. Yeah, I mean, you know, I think you could build a team like you just take the twins out, and you could do a different duo like Kuro Tsukishima. You could go beach trio. You could go a multitude of directions, and I think with the current players you have, like the twins being at level 88, and then I see Kita and Suna as well, you can make a quick Inarizaki team as your second lineup. Maybe using Komori in that, the little Sakuza rebanner, maybe, like, you know, you could do something like that. But do you need to though? No. I think your team is lacking a little bit in the receive department. I would put Hinata at 6, Karai at 5, Hirugami needs to be at 4. Like, your rotation is all over the place, so fix your rotation, but in terms of characters, you're fine. And then long term, you have Nishinoya already, you have Hinata already, and then you just want to get SP Karai, Kageyama, twins plus Suki. So for that Kageyama spot, I would consider either Kuro or Hirugami. That's the only thing I would change, because Atsumu works. Like, you don't need two setters at this point. I know there's a bond with Nishinoya, I know there's a bond with Hinata, but with Kuro, you could do a bond with Tsukishima. With Karai, you can do one with Hirugami, and they're just objectively better, and you don't need to have the second setter there. But other than that, you're chilling, my guy. You're chilling. So in terms of a team rating, I'd give this one like an 8.5. Very solid. I call everybody my guy, by the way. I apologize if you're a female. Next up, we got Skyscraper. Says, hello, how are you doing? Can you please rate my team and suggest what changes I should make for the future? Also, Oikawa is my favorite. I created a dream future team around him. Could you tell me if it's a good idea to go with this team? Somebody else commented. So let's look at this team. Let me read the chat real quick. Yeah, I actually changed it a bit. Kita out, Suga in middle blocker. And Osamu back, and he gets subs for Nishinoya, so I have... okay. Yeah. I suppose. Yeah. So looking at your current team here, so you have Akashi Bokuto, Aaron, Nishinoya, Kageyama. Okay, this is kind of all over the place a little bit. So I'm okay with the Akashi Bokuto thing, of course. Kurai Hirugami's fine. Again, the fact that you have both Nishinoya and Komori is a little bit interesting. Because ideally in this team, like if you had Komori Sakuza here, that would be really good. But you have Eren, stamina consumption, you don't have stamina recovery. Kageyama's kind of just here. So I would probably take Kageyama out of this team. And looking at your lineup, you need a little bit help in receives. So it's not ideal. It would have to be one of Daichi or Kita, I guess, in that department. But I would actually build a team around the Kageyama Hinata quick. I'm actually okay with Akashi Bokuto being in that team as well. So maybe take out Eren for Hinata. Have the Libero come in for your back row setter. Maybe have Akashi serve so you can do the Akashi Bokuto duo attack first before Akashi would come out for Nishinoya. Kageyama would be your consistent setter with Hinata, with Bokuto, with Kurai. I think that makes more sense, right? I think that's probably more ideal. But looking at your team though, it looks like you need Eren for the team type. So maybe after the first sub, take Eren out for Hinata and still do that. Your Kurai Hirugami placement's good, your Kageyama placement's good. I would put Kashi at 1, Bokuto at 2, and then Eren can stay at 2. Hinata would then sub in for him, and then you would replace the back row setter for your Libero. So you don't really need to pull anybody else in the future for this team, like to fix right now. Like your team's good. So your future team though, he is going for Komori Sakuza, so the Sakuza rebanner. He is going for Oikawa Ushijima with Kurai Hirugami. So the Kurai Hirugami's fine, the Sakuza Komori's fine. Oikawa with Ushijima, I don't see that often that there's no Iwaizumi involved. I would probably prioritize getting Iwaizumi over Ushijima. Unless Ushijima's like your favorite or one of your favorite characters, then that's, I guess, fine. I think the deployable bond is with the Iwaizumi though. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's that. Unless it's a trio deployment bond, then maybe it would be wise probably to get Iwaizumi instead of Kuro. So definitely try to get the Iwaizumi alongside of those two. Whether or not he starts or not depends on the balance you want in your team. But in general, this is a very nice future team. I see on the bench you have the other 4. I don't know if that's what you're planning or you're just kind of team building, but I would consider Tsukishima as well. I would consider the Iwaizumi. But yeah, pretty good. I do like what you got going on here. So a couple little changes here and you'll be good. And a couple little changes here as well. So in terms of our team rating, I will give you... The thing is with Eren, the stamina consumption is a little bit of a pain. He's also here kind of by himself. I know he's here for the line of specialty, so I'll take that with a grain of salt. Kageyama and Nishinoya as a bond. Akashi Bokuto as a bond. Kurai Hirugami as a bond. So it's not that bad. I'd probably give it like a 7.5 out of 10. Maybe like a 7.75. Somewhere there. Alright, so next up we got Grow, who says, I started playing when Kurai first came out, so that would be November? Right now I'm saving for SP Kuro, Hinata, and Kurai. I just want to know if there are any UR or SR I should pull while waiting. Karasuno Team Bond. You want the SP... how many more team reviews will you do today? It's currently 2:12, so I'd go till 3 o'clock. So it depends. So Kuro, Hinata, and Kurai. Kuro, Hinata, and Kurai SPs. So the Hinata SP rebanner won't happen for a while, I don't think. So you don't need to worry too much about that. Kuro, of course, is good. If you're gonna get Kuro, though, you have the SSR Tsukishima. If you can get the SP Tsukishima, because those two together are just like really good. You have Kageyama already with the SSR Hinata, so you don't really need the SP one for now. And then you have SP Kenma as well. So everything here is looking good. I would just consider the Tsukishima. Nishinoya. So okay, so you asked for any SSRs or URs in the meantime. I would say you could upgrade the Nishinoya to the Komori rebanner, but that is using resources pretty soon. Because Kuro Tsukishima should be coming out pretty soon as well. So I would actually say try to just like pull SSRs like with the tickets the game gives you in the select recruit, and maybe have Nishinoya selected so that you can get him to skill res 2, because the skill res 2 Nishinoya is pretty good for long-term use because he doesn't drain as much stamina, right? And other than that, I don't think there's really anything else you should get in terms of SSRs or URs. Just dupes of Nishinoya for now. Yeah. Other than that, your plan's fine. It's just the Hinata you don't really need to worry about for now. And then consider getting the Tsukishima. That's pretty much it. Alright, so in terms of a team rating, I give this one like a solid 7.5. This kind of does everything you need it to do. Maybe it's a little bit lacking in the receive department, but I don't know. Kenma's pretty good. Nishinoya comes in. You got blocks with Kuro and Tsuki. Setting's good. Attacking is okay with these three. So I think it'll be fine. Oh, that's the wrong person. All right. Next up, we got Bimbo, who says, "I really like Inarizaki. I want Beach Trio. Should I get it, or who should I get to improve my team right now? Thanks." Gamer, what's your problem? What's your problem? How did Tortoise become a founder? He subbed with Twitch Prime, I guess. Okay, so they like Inarizaki and Beach Trio. It definitely looks like you are free to play, and in that case I'd probably say no to Beach Trio, just because they're coming out so soon and they're 3 back-to-back banners. Like, you have all the right Inarizaki players, you have Nishinoya. I don't really think you should, but if you were to get the Beach Trio, I would keep this as one team, and maybe take out Nishinoya for Akaji, and then build a powered attack team with the Beach Trio plus Nishinoya plus, I don't know, somebody else. But I would say skip, even though you probably really like them. You could probably get them on a rebanner maybe, but I think for now, being free to play with the timing of it all, I would say skip. So in terms of other characters to get to improve your team right now, I don't know, because you have the twins with Kita. Because what I usually do is I prioritize my best characters. Nishinoya, it's only the UR Kageyama. That's not an option. But again, he's kind of like a solo unit, so it's not like you really need other characters with him. Maybe because you have 5 because you have 5 quick attack tagged players, I would assume Nishinoya comes in for Tsukishima. I would probably replace Hinata maybe with like a dedicated blocker, like maybe an Ione or something like that. I don't know, maybe a Tendo, just because Suna I don't view as a blocker. I view Suna and Hinata in the same vein, where it's like they're both attackers. in terms of like, I guess the balance between middle blockers being quick attackers versus blockers. These guys are definitely more on the quick attack side, in my opinion. Whereas like somebody like Tsukishima is more of a blocker, Ione is definitely more of a blocker, Tendo's more of a blocker. So getting one kind of middle blocker that's more dedicated to that in one of the, or probably Hinata's spot, would probably be ideal. I think that's it. So yeah, in terms of a team rating, quick attack team, Inorizaki team bond, it's just kind of fine. So I give like a 7.25, 7.5, something like that. I have to send a text message really quick. Okay, okay. How many people do we have in here? Just curious. So TikTok we got 7. On YouTube we got 19. On Twitch we got 11. Holy shit. So we got what? That's 37? Yo, for a Tuesday? Not too bad. that's not too bad. Okay. So we did Bimbo. We have Altair next, who says new account got Osamu at 15 pity. So is that 15 left or 15 pulls? I don't know what that means. Can't decide on the 2 teams below, but I'm also open to other suggestions. Komori, Sakuza plus Winter Sports, or just Sakuza plus newer SPs. Interesting. And they are free to play. Okay. Sorry, let me read that again. So Komori Sakuza, so that's 2 UR banners back to back. Winter Sports would be Korai Hirugami back to back, or just Sakuza plus newer SPs. Definitely not that last option. I don't don't even know what that means. Like you're just pulling SP characters. So I would say definitely not this one. This one might be a little bit ambitious, considering that Komori comes out in 2 weeks, and then Sakuza another 2 weeks after that. It's definitely possible. Winter Sports you should be able to plan for because it shouldn't be coming out for a while. Although with the Olympics going on right now, plus it still being winter, would be kind of a good time for them to drop this. Even though they probably won't. Just putting it out there. So he's undecided between these 2 teams. So that would be these 2 and Komori Sakuza. So that is definitely possible. With the Osamu you already have I think both, or Tsukishima and Kageyama. So that's fine. See, this team it's not bad. The 3 SPs are they're nice, but then the rest of the team is kind of whack in my opinion. Just in terms of fit. I like this team a lot better in terms of cohesion. This one though, I'm like, So I would probably say the first one. And so what that would mean is you would need to get both Komori Sakuza here, and then these 2 shouldn't be a problem as well. So yeah, I would do the first team. Do the first team with this plan. We got Gamer Alt. Yeah, I don't know, the chats, I think everybody's just kind of chilling. It's late night for a lot of people, so there's probably not a lot of engagement, which is fine. But I did announce earlier that I'll be probably doing Kuroko no Basketball, at least like a little feeler kind of stream. See how people are feeling when that game comes out in a month's time. In terms of a team rating, it's a quick attack team. It kind of does the job, so probably like a 6 out of 10. But I like the first future team. Okay. Crody says doing uni stuff right now, so I'm kind of just lurking. Fair. I think for North America it's March 13th. I don't know. I haven't checked. I don't know like what company's doing it? Like, is it gonna be a similar company, a different company? Are they doing global servers? Are they doing like SEAs? Like, I don't know. So next up we have Kujang Aobiji. There you go. Started playing last December and needed some advice for the wing spiker, middle blocker, and the rotation. Who should I replace with libero? I'm planning to get the SP Tsukishima and possibly Kuro as well. For the wing spiker, I don't know who to get, and for the libero, now I sub Nishinoya for the wing spiker. Obito Gangster says, this is my first live stream. Well, welcome. Make sure you sub. Make sure you leave a like. All that fun stuff if you haven't already. We're at 151 followers on Twitch. If we get to 2,000 by Bokuto, in terms of subs, I will be doing like 650, 700 pulls for him. Again, to skill res 5. So, we're not too far away. So, but it could be next Wednesday that it comes out. For my sake, I hope it is. Anyways. So he was asking about SSR wing spikers. Tanaka, Iwaizumi, and Goshiki are kind of the best ones in my opinion. You already have Tanaka, Iwaizumi. I understand Aaron being here because there's some Inarizaki stuff, but with no Atsumu, probably not ideal to have either Kita or Aaron. I would just have Osamu chilling by himself. But that's just me. Middle blockers, I think this is a fine duo to have, right? Hinata in the back. You don't have him coming out, you have Kita coming out instead, which is fine. Tsukishima being your main blocker, which is also fine, so I don't really see any kind of need there. I think maybe like I would replace Kita for another hitter. Then you would have Hinata and Nishinoya as your main receivers. I think Karasuno Team Bond is there. Maybe bring in like the Tanaka for Aaron and see how you feel about Kita and Iwaizumi. Do a little experiment there, see how they're like how it feels when one's there and one's not. In terms of the libero, it's gonna have to be, yeah, looking at it, it's gonna have to be the back row wing spiker. I think in that case, like let's just say for example you don't make any changes to this current lineup, I would have Aaron at the serve position and have Nishinoya come in for the wing spiker. There, I think, right? Unless you want to do Kita, because I think Kita has a float serve and do it. It just depends. Do you want Nishinoya in the game right away? Because in that case, you would have Aaron at 1, Kita at 5. Or if you want to wait, you would have Kita at 2 and Aaron at 4, I think. I don't know. Kita's kind of like whatever for me, so I think yeah, back row wing spiker is fine for this team. But I would change the rotation to have Kageyama in the front row for his set or dump. So I'd probably have Tsukishima at 4, Kageyama at 3, Hinata at 6. That's for sure. Osamu he has a serve ability, I believe, so you can have him at 1. And then I think it's probably best to leave it like this and have Nishinoya come in for the back row wing spiker. But the thing is, I just don't know the rotation. Like if it happens right away, then Aaron would come out, Kita's in the front row. So you might want to swap these two actually. Maybe have Aaron at 5, Kita at 2, have Nishinoya come in for the wing spiker. Then when that rotation happens, Aaron is now attacking and in the game in the front row. Kita's off for Nishinoya, so it's kind of like an upgrade there. Yeah, Gamerald, what are you doing? I'm looking at all the chats and you're just putting everything in. Yeah, so that's what I do for rotation, sub and libero. In terms of characters, you already have the SSRs for the wing spiker position. Middle blockers I would just leave and then just focus on an SP category theme and go for that. So in terms of a team rating, I will give you a 7.5 out of 10. I've been sitting down for way too long. I can't wait for the stream to be over. My back is killing me. Okay, so next up we have Kane. Who says, hello, could you please rate my current team and my team I'm aiming for and suggest any improvements I could potentially make to both in terms of rotations and players? For my goal team or endgame team, I plan to sub in Oikawa and Ushijima for Karai and Bokuto. Okay. We had a block scheduling today. All classes were 2 hour long. That's sounds terrible. Okay, so with this team, so with the, well, hold on. With both teams, he wants a rating and then aiming for and suggesting any improvements I could potentially make. Why is this not processing for me? Okay, so looking at your team, I'd probably have Kiyotani. I'd have Kiyotani serving. I would have I would have Hinata at 2. So Kiyotani at 1, Hinata at 2. Oh, then Kageyama goes to 6. I would have Karai at 6. Oh, hold on. Yeah, so Kiyotani 1, Karai 6, Suna 5, Tsukishima 4, Kageyama 3, Hinata 2. And then the libero comes in for the back row middle blocker. Cool. So that's the rotation for that team. It's a quick attack team. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have the Kurasuno team bond. For the quicks, you need Suna in here, so that's fine. You could sub in Tanaka for him, maybe, if you want to do that. Kiyotani's just a good character. So, you don't really need anybody. For your future team, though, so Kageyama, you have Hinata's SP, you're waiting for a rebanner. Karai, you already have. Kuro Tsukishima, Bokuto, Nishinoya. So you have Bokuto for the receive tag, I believe. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 receive characters, and then these two come in for these two, I think. Karai and Bokuto. Oh. Me personally, I would just have them come in for the 2 URs. Because the receive specialty, yeah, will still be there. Even though Oikawa, Ushijima come in. So you don't need to worry about like T or player types when you do subs. But just like objectively in terms of characters, like you should just take out your URs for SPs. That's just going to be an upgrade, right? Oikawa's the better setter, Ushijima's the better attacker. You have Hinata, Nishinoya for receives, you have Kuro, Suki for blocks, you have Bokuto for attacks and receives. So that's the only thing. Keep Bokuto in, take out Kageyama. So in terms of team rating, I will give you a 7. Yeah, 7.5. I was thinking 7.75. Something like that. But your future team looks good. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Alright, next up we have Pen, who says, hey, was wondering what you think of my team thus far and what I should aim for next. I didn't pull for any SP beside Nishinoya yet because I haven't liked any of them. I pull for characters I like, thanks in advance. PS, was wondering what football club you support. That would be FC Barcelona, sir. Okay, so okay, so you only pull for Nishi. So it looks like he doesn't like Hinata, Kenma. Who was else? Sugawara, I think. So your team thus far, it's almost like the perfect power team. It's just that you have Atsumu instead of Oikawa. And then you have Kuro instead of Hirugami. That's pretty much all. But it's definitely not a bad team just because of that or anything. But you're wondering what you should aim for, so the Oikawa SP trio with him, Ushijima, Iwaizumi is probably the play here, because you would replace Ushijima, you would replace Atsumu, and then your last wing spiker you'd probably replace Bokuto. I think I'd rather keep Kuro at that point. You could go Kuro Tsukishima, and then like Bokuto would have to be replaced at that point. So I would probably put the SP Tsukishima for Bokuto, upgrade the Kuro to his SP version. So one of those two, you could technically do both. Like short term, you could go Kuro Tsukishima, and then long term though, you would have to replace Korai with Iwaizumi, which is not a bad thing, but it's like, I like Korai. So that's why I try to keep him in as long as possible. But you would essentially have the fireworks duo here, you would have the whatever the hell they're called trio here, and then you have Sakusa Komori left over, and you're good. So in terms of a team rating though, I'll give this one like an 8.5. I don't think I can go any higher. If you had Oikawa, it'd be like pushing a 9. Same thing with Hirogami. How many did we get through so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this is the 20th one for a stream. That's pretty good. That's like half. I still need some for my YouTube video, but I think there was a couple of new ones posted. Let's see. I think this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so not bad. So I'll have enough for the video. The thing I'm scared about with this is after I post the first YouTube video being like, hey guys, it's open again, and then everybody goes, yes. Deku, will I reach yours? Where the hell is yours? I'm not reaching yours. Respectfully. In like 15 minutes, 20 minutes? Yeah, no. That thing will be 150 plus an hours. Don't say that. Don't say that. I think the most it's ever been is like 115. All right. So Smitty King says, I'm free to play and I started the game around a month ago. I want to get the Oikawa trio when they come out, but currently I have no idea what to do next. I think that's since I just got the SP Sugawara for the Nishinoya. It's interesting that you did pull for these two SPs. I don't know if there's any meaning behind it. Like maybe you really like Nishinoya and felt like you had to pull Sugawara. Not really the case. But it is what it is. With this team, of course you started only a month ago, so you weren't, I don't think the UR Oikawa rebanner was available. So that's unfortunate because for a lot of new players, I always suggest the UR Oikawa with the SSR Iwaizumi Kyotani trio. It's such a strong trio early game, and you can have it for a while. But unfortunately, it's not here. You still have the duo bond between Iwaizumi and Kyotani, so at least there's that. At this point, I know your team is a power team. 1, 2, 3, and Oikawa's the 4th. Maybe I would consider, like, let's see. You have Tsukishima Korai for blocks. You only really have Nishinoya for receive. So is there a power receiver? Other than Sakusa, not really. Him and Korai, you already have Korai. So maybe like Tanaka, because Wing Spikers generally have a decent receive rating. So if you put Tanaka in for your Oikawa, and then you still keep your power specialty, and you also gain the Karasuno team bond with Sugawara, Nishinoya, and Tsukishima, plus the Tanaka. So I think that's probably the best thing to do here. In terms of the libero coming out for, it would probably have to be the back row wing spiker and Tanaka. So you might want to have Sugawara either serve or Kiyotani serve, have Tanaka at slot 6, Nishinoya comes in for him, and then the rest kind of plays itself out. You already have Korai and Tsugishima in the right spot. I think it's just like this side that needs to be fixed. So maybe Sugawara here, Tanaka here, Kiyotani here, and Iwaizumi here, back row wing spiker. I think that's pretty solid, honestly. So you don't need to pull so in terms of like, yeah, characters, you don't really need to pull new characters until the SP players come out that you want, because you're free to play. So I would just use your SSR tickets and maybe just pick up players that you can make a second team with, maybe. But I want to use diamonds on anything other than SP tickets in the meantime. So yeah, you're actually in a pretty good spot. So in terms of a team rating though, with two setters that don't really complement each other, the bond's not really there, I'm gonna have to give this one like a there's two SPs, like a 6.8 out of 10. All right, next up we got Max, who says, oh my god, it's a lot of, hold on. Was it necessary to get SP Suga? I don't think it was. I think they just didn't know what they were doing. Because I think they make it seem like you should pick up the themed characters together, but in reality you don't need to. But I don't think a lot of new players know that about characters. All right, let's get into this one. This is gonna be a long one. Next up we have Max, who says, I originally was gonna go for an Inarizaki team, but after getting Osamu as my first UR, I changed my plans. I accidentally got Oikawa and Bokuto UR. What the? As I'm currently planning for going for the fireworks group with the Sakura group. I think in general, I think the Nakama and Inarizaki teams are my favorite right now. My priorities are Hinata rerun, then Kuro, then eventually Suki. What the? There is so much going on here. Any other advice on how I could build my team? I definitely like the flexibility of it, but unsure how effective it is. Also technically not free to play because I get monthly pass sometimes, but technically free to play. Okay, so the first UR you pulled was Osamu, and you wanted to go Inarizaki based off that? Yeah, but then that would have been after Atsumu. So maybe he wanted Atsumu rebanner, but then he changed his plans and then wanted to reduce pity. But then he got both Oikawa and Bokuto. What the fuck? Okay, so Kuro Tsukishima for sure. That should be your priority. I don't know why you're prioritizing a Hinata rerun at the moment. Like, because you say Hinata rerun, then Kuro, then eventually Suki. As a free to play, I would stop doing your pulls right now because you're pulling everything. Stop. Save your diamonds, save your tickets. Reduce pity when you can, but just do like your 10 summons, get the 2 tickets back. That's it. And then stop at around like 80 for your pity, maybe. With you, I would probably say 100 because you were just like pulling everything at the moment. Like your luck is just crazy. And then I would get Kuro Tsukishima to replace Lev and the practice Kuro. I know you lose the team bond at that point, but your team rating being 120,000, you don't really need the team bond. And then, well, actually, if you really wanted to, you can replace Kuro and Oikawa for Kuro and Tsukishima if you want to keep the team bond and keep Lev in there. And then in the long term, or whenever the Hinata rerun happens, then you can replace Lev. Excuse me, my voice just, my throat just went crazy there. Replace the Lev with the SP Hinata at that point. So your priorities are a little bit wrong, just with the Hinata. And then you'll have Oikawa left over, you'll have Bokuto left over, you'll have Osamu left over. You can use those 3 in a power team, for sure. if you want to do Inazaki team bond, literally just go Osamu, Akagi, Kita, Eren. You go Oikawa, so that's 1, 2. Bokuto's 3 for power, and then you just put one more in. You put one more power in, you get the power team with the Inazaki team bond for your second team, while your first team is going to be a block team. Kuro, Tsukishima, Kurai, Hirugami, Lev. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's only going to be a block team, but you're one away from a quick attack team on this team. So if you wanted to throw in an Osamu and make this a quick team, you could do that. But I would say block team for this team, with Oikawa and the rest of your bench with Bokuto, make a power team, and then just make small changes here and there to go receive, to go quick whenever you can. Get that lineup specialty and you're chilling. But definitely change your priority list on the SPs. All right, rotation wise, I guess you should probably have Oikawa serving first rather than Kenma, and then Yaku should come in for the back row middle blocker. I'm fascinated that you built your Kuro over your Lev, just because it's the practice Kuro, but I don't know, I guess that's fine. Actually, you might want to do the back row setter, but then you're probably going to lose the first point most of the time, because just having Kurai back there for receives is not the greatest. But I think long term, yeah, setter is probably better. So in terms of a team rating, I will give you a 7 out of 10. We got Mafera. I don't know if Mafera's still in the Twitch chat. We got Poland players as well. What's going on? So they said, please rate my team, and are my plans good? I'll put 2 future teams, 1 right after Beach Trio comes out, and 1 long term. Should I pull anyone else while waiting? What should be my rotation and who should be subbed out? So let's look at the current team. Okay, so we have Sakusa Komori, which is nice. We have Akashi with no Bokuto, but oh, receive type team. Interesting. So no Kenma for the receive type. You have Akashi with no Bokuto. Interesting. You have Osamu on the bench with no Atsumu. So it's a little all over the place, but it's not like bad or anything. Yeah, so the receive type is fine. I think for sure though your rotation is wrong. Hinata should be at 6, Washio should be at 4, Kurai's fine, Kita should be at 2, Akashi's fine at 3, and Sakusa actually you might want to do Kita at 1, Sakusa at 2, or you can do it the other way around. That's fine. I guess it's fine. You have receive players with Komori, Hinata, Kita, and Sakusa as well. You have attack with Sakusa, Kurai, Hinata. You have block with Washio, Kurai. You have... I just said block? I don't remember what I just said. Yeah, so the balance is fine. I think just the pick of the characters is kind of interesting. But the balance is fine. So that's your current team. And then so this is your Beach Trio team. So you already have the 4 here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Beach Trio is fine. So yeah, this is perfectly fine with me. This is a what team? Power, block, quick, I think. So there's 2 quicks. I think it's a power team. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it a receive as well? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so you have a power / receive team. So this is cool. I mess with it. And then this is your long-term team. So the Hinata and the Kurai comes out. Again, perfectly fine. So your future teams are fine. In terms of who to get in the meantime, I don't think Kita needs to be here. So maybe... maybe like a Tanaka? I wouldn't be mad at the Hirugami rebanner. One of those two. I think just another solid hitter. Yeah, I think just another solid hitter, or maybe just a position player to come out for Komori, which Kakita's kind of doing right now, I think, because I said Kita. No, I said Kita at 2, right? Yeah, Hinata's at 6. Yeah, it would have to be Kita at 1, Sakuza at 2, back row wing spiker for your libero. You don't need a new character, really. It's just your setter. If you could get a UR Oikawa, a UR Kageyama, maybe a Hirugami, that's pretty much it. Okan says, should I pull for SP Bokuto and Akashi or Sakuza Komori? Generally, Sakuza Komori. They just fit more in teams. But it depends on your current team and what you're trying to build. Okay, so I did everything you wanted. Your future teams are good. So in terms of a team rating right now, I think I'll give it like a 7.5. 7.75. Alrighty, it's 2:50. We got 10 more minutes. Next up, we got DDUWSE. I'm just gonna say all the letters. Hello, I'm pretty new to this game and I currently need some suggestions to upgrade my squad. Could you please rate my team and also tell me who to replace? Alright, so I see one setter, I see 3 middle blockers, I see a wing spiker and an op hitter. I see Karasuno team bond as a new character or a new player. Definitely try to get a team bond. That's kind of the main thing. Assuming you're free to play as well, I think the libero should come in for the back row middle blocker. I'm not mad with Suna being here, but maybe you want to replace Suna with a different character. I'm looking at your bench. Maybe a Kyotani, because you need somebody to hit. Looking at your team, Daichi's more receives. Tanaka hits, Suna kind of hits, Suki kind of hits, but you need somebody else. So I would replace Suna with Kyotani on your bench, or maybe even Iwaizumi if you want. I would move Ione to the 6th spot and replace Nishinoya with the back row middle blocker, just so that is comfortably happening at all times. And then at the very least, then you have both Tanaka and one of Iwaizumi or Kyotani to attack with. Actually, the Kyotani and Iwaizumi are both the SSR versions. You might want to put both of them in the team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 Karasuno players. Take out Tanaka and take out Suna and put in both the Alba Josai players. They have a deployment bond. I know Tanaka probably has the team morale one with Nishinoya, but I would say Kyotani and Iwaizumi provides more balance to your team. So do that. So Tanaka out for Iwaizumi, Suna out for Kyotani. Swap the Kyotani at slot 6 with Ione at slot 5. Nishinoya comes in for the back row middle blocker. That's only for the SSR? Well, there you go. Even more of a reason. Even more of a reason to take out the Tanaka. There you go. So yeah, that in terms of your like current squad, like you don't really need to make a change. Like I would just focus on a future SP theme. Down the line, you know, Oikawa, Iwaizumi, there's the twins, there's Kurai Hirugami. So yeah. Kazanu says, what you think? Does the SP Bokuto work without Akashi? Yeah, it's pretty much the same as the UR one. You just need probably a decent few characters to carry the load while he's in his down mode. I believe you can also pair, I said this earlier, I'm pretty sure you can pair the SP Bokuto with the SSR Akashi and the UR Bokuto with the SP Akashi. Pretty sure you could do that. Just because the way they made Bokuto should be able to do that. So in terms of a team rating, this is a quick attack team. I think it's like a solid 6.5. All right, next up we got James, who says, pulled Nishinoya my first 10 pull, must be nice. Plan on picking up SB Tsukishima to replace the SSR one, and SB Kuro to replace Suna. Rate my team out of 10. Please, love your vids, keep up the good work. He said updated team, so what changed? Twins, Nishinoya, Kida, Tsukishima, this is all the same. Maybe he got a upgrade in numbers? Oh yeah, that's fine. I guess we'll just do this. He also has a future team, so let me just run through that again. So Tsukishima upgrade Kuro for Suna. Tsukishima upgrade Kuro for Suna, and you also have Eren, so you do keep the Inazaki team on with those 4. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, that's fine. Totally fine. You get to keep the Kida twins deployable bond. So pretty good in terms of your future plan and your current team. So you don't really need to make any changes right now. And for the future, you're gonna go. So you already have these two. You already have you. Rentaro is here for the team bond. So we'll get to that in a second. Genjima is the free one, and then twins. Yeah, this is fine actually, because you can have Rentaro just be the sacrificial lamb so that Nishinoya can come in. And then you would have to have Kuro. I would swap these two. I believe Kuro is the receive one out of Kuro Tsukishima. So what I would do is, so you would do the back row middle blocker. But you want to start with Tsukishima in the front, because then when he rotates into the back, the Rentaro rotation into the front happens, and then Nishinoya would then have to replace Tsukishima, and that's better than the Kuro option where he comes out. So just keep that in mind. But other than that, you're fine. Totally fine. So in terms of your current team, this team is like an 8 out of 10. So I'll give you that. In terms of your rotations, it's okay, I think. I would assume Nishinoya comes in for Suna, so you might want to do a swap there. Maybe. And then your future team works as well. What's going on here? There's no... Hold on. We got a bunch of stuff. Let's see. He does interesting. Arthur says, who's the best overall SP? Probably Kurai. Thank you for the explanation. That depends on bond deployment. I would say Kurai, just because they gave him all the tags. But in general, you do want to have them with their theme. Yeah, that's an 8 out of 10. Like there's 4 SSRs in a game where there's SPs. You have to take that into consideration. So that's why. Shin's back in his car. Oh my god. Death taxes Shin in the car. That's the 3 guarantees in life. Let's see. By the way, who's the next rebanner? I mean, after Kurai, it's Hirugami tonight. Yes. I would say less. Yeah, I could see that. 7.5, 8. The time is 2:57. So this is gonna be the last one for the stream. So we have Sammy. Says, I'm currently going for either one of the 2 teams below, but I don't know yet. I think if I went for either one of them, I'd maybe not go for Ushijima since I don't have that many materials. I appreciate every advice, even if it's a new team. So let's look at the future teams first. So he said Ushijima is probably not likely, and I'm assuming he is free to play, right? So let's see. Hey man, if you saw what I told Susie, 80% part of my job involves me driving. No, I did see. I did see. But it just feels, the way you send it though, it just feels like you're doing it for fun, not like for a job. Okay, so I like this team better, and maybe a Sakuza instead of a Kurai. And you said you probably won't go for Ushijima, which is fine because these two are still good together. These two are good together. And then ideally, again, Sakuza here, but again, Kurai on his own, Komori on his own are absolutely fine. And then your opposite hitter spot, you can do whatever you need to do. If you maybe need to do a Kyotani or I don't know, something that just kind of works, that's fine. This one's not bad either. It's just like you're saying Ushijima is a maybe, probably not. So then you could go Kurosuke Shima, but then you're free to play, so I don't know if that's possible. So it's a little bit, there's more questions in this team than there are in this team, in my opinion. Especially because you already have Kurai and Komori. So that makes it easier. And then maybe you'll be able to get this afterwards. At least the SB Kurai for this team. And then maybe you could do Hirogami here. Maybe. So that's an option. Holy shit, you got 23,000 diamonds. What the? Bro's acting like he's got nothing. What the? But the 138 though, that's kind of an issue. I'm not pulling Hirogami, so should I pull for Sugawara? You don't have to pull for Sugawara. Like, there's this thing that people think that because he came out with Nishinoya and some people pulled Nishinoya that you need Sugawara. You don't need Sugawara. Really, Sugawara is really like more club contest, very specific team to get the most out of him. Like the best setter with the SP Nishinoya would be the UR Kageyama. Shin says, so driving and working and watching you and MDOT stream is normally my day at work. Well, shit. We got Azuror in the chat. Okay, so then your current team, Akashi Bokuto, Kyotani, Kurai, Hirogami, Suna. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't think you need to make any changes, to be honest, as long as Komori comes in for the back row middle blocker. I think you're fine. So in terms of a team rating, I will give this one... Actually, yeah, I think an 8 for the last one. Maybe a little too high. So I'll give this one like a 7.5. And then this one's like a... It's like a 7.75. I don't think it's quite an 8. All right, so that is the last team review we're doing for the stream, and that is going to be the end of the stream. So we got through a lot. We got through more than half, I think, or at least around half. So now, actually, that feels like more than half. So now what I'm going to do is, after the stream's over, I will go do a YouTube video. Well, first I'm going to take a break because I'm freaking hungry. But I will do a team review YouTube video, hopefully get that out soon. I do have a recording session in 4 hours for a Pokemon collab, so that's gonna be fun. And yeah, so that's gonna be it. So thank you guys for being here in the stream. So again, if you haven't already, you're on Twitch, leave a follow. If you have Twitch Prime, you get a free sub, so use that. If you're on YouTube, subscribe again, trying to get to 2,000 by next Wednesday. We will be pulling the Skill Res 5 Bokuto if that happens, and also assuming that he comes out next Wednesday. And on TikTok, again, make sure to follow, leave a like, all that good stuff. And yeah, we will... I will also announce in the YouTube video, but for the people still here, we will be doing the Sugawara Amazon gift card giveaway tomorrow. I just have to decide what the stream I'm gonna do and stuff like that, because typically it's supposed to be Football Manager. Not a lot of people tune into that, but if I announce the giveaway, I don't know if people will, but I don't know, we'll see. I'll figure it out. I might just do a Pokemon stream because fuck it. The Pokemon streams are fun. If you haven't checked out the TikTok I posted just before the live today, that's the type of shit you miss on the Pokemon streams if you don't tune in. But yeah, I think that's it. So like always, make sure you guys have a wonderful, blessed day, tell somebody you love them. And yeah, I'll see you guys later today for a YouTube video, and I'll see you tomorrow for another stream. Peace.